Hello, hello. Happy Wednesday, everybody. You're welcome back to another Microsoft Flight Simulator stream. Ooh, did you just see that? We're on live weather. Just to, make things kind of different and stuff. But I do hope you're keeping very well. It is Wednesday, the middle of the week, and we're getting very close to the update. T-minus 20 hours, give or take. We can hardly control the excitement. But anyway, would you look at the state of that view? Do you know what I mean? Like, honestly, look at the state of it. As the sun is rising here in Papua New Guinea. Did you like the title, by the way? Does anyone know what the title actually meant? When I said, Bilang mi, hang amapim, bot stap pulap malau. I'll let it linger for a little while. Let's see if anyone can figure it out. But it's good to see you guys. We have a plan for this evening. Because the notes say we have a plan. So we're on the ground in a place called Finschhafen Airport. Alpha Yankee Foxtrot, India. From here, we're going to ramble over to a place called Nadzab Airport, which is Alpha Yankee November Zulu. We'll then jump over to our multiplayer session with the Fireflies, and then we're going to head down to a place called Mount Hagen Airport, Alpha Yankee Mike Hotel, and then we shall cross the mountains. And I found there's a small little lake. We're going to fly to that lake and land at a place called Moro Airport, which is Alpha Yankee Mike Romeo. Do you remember Moro? It was a Moro bar, wasn't it? It was like a bar of chocolate. Anyway, so happy to see so many people rambling in here this evening. I do hope your week is going very well. I was so tired yesterday. I had, I caught up on sleep. There I was, lay into my bed with my iPad at around 8 o'clock last night, and I said, I shall watch the Colonel Fork 85 stream. Moments later, I was asleep. And it wasn't his doing. I was jaded. And then I woke up at 0300 this morning. Bing! Morning! It's okay, I had an afternoon nap. It's totally fine. But you are all welcome back to the dark side. We're here on Twitch. And, many thanks for so many of you for rambling over. Very kind of you. So it's time to say hello to some people. It's busy in here, as I adjust myself in my seat and read from the chat. Shiny Train, also known as Ed Reed, is in the house. Good day to you, my dude. Merlin Flyer rambles in. Peter Pepperman is here. He says, how's it going, Murphy? Minus 10 degrees tonight. Ooh. He said, I hope it's warmer there. There's snow on the way for Ireland. I do believe we're expecting a bit of a dusting tomorrow. I don't think it'll be much, though. It never really is. We got it kind of decent one year. And that's, I think before that, the last time we had proper snowfall was in the 1980s. So we shall see. Here's Johnny Rambles in saying, whoa, early. Tonight we should be Two-Tone Murphy and the New Guinea Pigs. Game on. Good to see you, my dude. Cap9 rambles in. He says, hello, hello. There's thunder in the background. We'll hear it shortly. Bodup is in the house. Good to see you, my dude. Long time no see. Ben McClure rambles in. Happy Wednesday. Bell Bro is in the house. He says, hello, hello, fine friends. It is good to see you, my dude. Who else? Alison Johnson's here. Hello, Alison. Many thanks to Alison for providing the flight planage over on the website. That's a new thing. And yes, so a big shout out to Gibbo Ireland and a big shout out now to Alison for doing the things on the website. And I hope it's relatively easy for you guys to navigate and to find the flight plans. That's going to be a thing going forward. But yes, Kingsman9965 rambles in. He says, good evening from Liverpool. Hello from Tipperary, my dude. Hope all is well. Rad Pilot Randy's in the house. He says, hello everyone. Looks like another epic flight tonight. It should be fun. It's not so much the type of bush flights that we're used to. It's a little bit more relaxed. We've been flying here long ago with ailerons into wind. Stuart brought us in for the ramble. And oh boy, was that a ramble. So I've gone for the gentle side. But we'll see. It should be fun. Colonel Fork 85 is in the house. He says, beware of rogue shoes or slippers. Who throws his shoe? I mean, honestly. Annalisa's in the house. She says, hiya Murph and everyone. 'Tis good to be back on the dark side. It just is. She's delighted, and well, she has...
Give yourself to the dark side.
She has given herself to the dark side. And it's great to see you, Annalisa. Happy Wednesday to you. Jan Moorcamp is here. He says, hello, hello. How is everyone? Hope all is well, my dude. Happy Wednesday to you. Fly Darren is here. He says, hiya gang. I got a thick ear from Mrs. Fly Darren after the car cigarette lighter gag. The grandson loved it though. Yes. That was after the eventful curries of last Monday night as we started. Well, it's behind us now. But we started our Indian trip and that'll be on next Monday night as well over on the YouTube. Looking forward to that. Causeway 04 has rambled in. Yes, you did just read that right. I am finally back. Apologies to you, Murph, and all who flies in him. Or something like that. But I've been busy in work, but we are back. Well, Causeway 04, you were very welcome back, my dude. I hope all is well. And welcome. Great to see you. Seamus McNeil is here. Happy Wednesday. Wayland rambles in, along with WB1990. Hello to you, my dudes. Good to see us. The gadget moved and now I'm lost, but I found it again, so all is found. Music, Murph. Did I just play that? Or maybe I didn't. We'll play it again. That's the sort of a day I'm having. Did I put on clothes this morning? Did I start the car this morning? It feels like it's tomorrow. I got up so early this morning. It's tomorrow. But yes, many thanks to Noel and to Keen Lafford for the follows, my dude. You're very welcome. Now, where was I? I was up here somewhere. I found it. WB1990 says, ahoy, ahoy. Ahoy. Good to see you. Gibbo Ireland is in the house. He says, evening all. Hope you're all in good form. Mighty form, my dude. Mighty form. We're at the halfway point. And Mrs. Two-Tone has alerted me to the rugby. That'll be on early on Friday and Saturday morning, commencing at 0400 hours. There was words. Well, there was a word. And, well, it wasn't even audible. It was more like, We'll see what happens. See you later in the house. Evening, everyone. I've been thinking of flying in Papua New Guinea for some time now. Seen many flights on YouTube. And here we are. Well, nice. Yes, there is a fantastic YouTuber who flies out this neck of the woods. More on him later. Wombat49 is here. He says, good hi, hey, Murph. Good hi, hey. I think they say halo. As in, hey, low. Good to see you, Wombat. 99 Owl is in the house. Good to see you, my dude. Hope all is well. Scotland 737 Project is here. He says, good evening, all. Finally, the 737 MAX has arrived. I'm a happy boy. Malta, here we come. Nice. There is indeed a Boeing 737 released for the simulator. It is what it is. It's light on some parts, and well, but let's just leave it there, shall we? Because that's just like some sort of a storm. And but look, there's a Boeing in the sim. Checkbox ticked. So let's see what happens. Capat9 says, I see my wacko over the Colosseum shot. I know, right? Didn't it look awful nice? So do remember, any screenshots you guys take and you put them up on Discord, why did you go in, lurking in the distance? No, in the background, that's better. And I ramble in and I'll say, ooh, I'm taking this. And oh, I'm taking that. And then they appear on the intro. Isn't that handy? Need to come up with a way to, like, you know, superimpose who actually took the photograph. That would make even more sense. But one step at a time. Because it could be like, ooh. Here's Johnny says, happy Friday Eve. That's the spirit, Johnny. That's how it works. Floyd Drix is here. He says, the live weather is very pretty. Look at the state of it. It's windy and there's like thunder. There's all sorts of crazy going on. Technical is in the house. Good to see you, my dude. Dade Wiggles rambles in. Philly Roach is here. He says, good evening, all. The hump of the week. We're over the hump. We're now officially over the hump. Tomorrow is Thursday, and we can look forward to just like, well, Friday is the next day. So we have an update in the sim tomorrow, and then Friday we're back in action. Fantastic. And then it's the weekend. I can't wait. But yes, Phil Does Twitch says, that came like a lightning from a clear blue sky. Indeed. Now, who else has rambled in? BMW E46 is in the house. Good to see you. Now, let me see. Tom LeCrab says, hello to all. Great website, Murph. Well, many thanks, Tom LeCrab. And a big shout out to Gibbo. I just said, wouldn't that look... right, imagine the scene. Say, for example, you're in an empty room. And it was I who'd look at the window and say, ooh, could we get curtains, nice curtains over there? And Gibbo was the person that said, but of course. And they appeared. That was a long way about explaining a point about... Anyway. Oh. Philly Rose says, thought you were having a moment when I read it, to be honest. Has anyone got it yet? You need to read out what it actually is. What are we talking about? What does it all mean? But yes, Spitfire RAF 100 rambles in. Good to see you, my dude. EL737 says, Murph, sure, I also speak that after some gin. Craigie Baby J is here. Happy Wednesday to you. Captain John and co-pilot Pickles in the house saying, hi Murph, hi everybody. Chalks away. Does it mean no airliners, please? Says Annalisa. No. Not far from it, but no. Ed Reed says, Murph, it means duck, the shoes are a-coming. This is terrible. It all started off with seeing a photograph of someone who hand knitted some slippers and it just exploded after that. It's very funny. Ben McClure says, I thought you had too much gin when you were writing the title. Keen Lafford's in the house. He says, hello. Good to see you, my dude. Who else? Abo92 rambles in. SJ Fly is in the house. I found some cool liverage from a planeage today, he says. Awesome. KBell68 is here. Happy Wednesday. So we started a new channel chat thingy majig over on Discord, and it is the Seamus and Annalisa cook show, or cooking show. And basically you have to share your recipes of different foods. And so far I think we have chili, we have pineapple cake, we have marshmallow something. It looks really nice. They all look amazing. I might just put up a toasted cheese sandwich or something. Oh yeah, grilled cheese. In the end, there can be only one. But if you've any, I'm sure you do, recipes and stuff, be sure to ramble them, be sure to put them over there. That'll be awesome. But Tarnish Mossman is in the house. Good to see him, a dude. Rogers RC75 is here. Catbat9 says, good evage. I like that one. That is a good one. Ed Reed says, good stuff coming for the ATC 101 class. It's going to be lots of fun. Absolutely. So there's another channel. We've been busy this week. There's another channel we put in. Ed Reed has very kindly offered to share his knowledge and experience and expertise when it comes to air traffic control. And he's busy working on a plan of how to extrapolate the information from here to us. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be amazing. Captain John and co-pilot Pickle says, Murph, read the hellos in a Bobcat Goldwyn accent. Could you imagine the state of it? But yes, Aidan Coe is here. He says, hi all, just observing tonight. Unfortunately, I'm working. Ish. I like the way you said ish. It's fantastic. Jacob Mossett is here. He says, yes, got on at the beginning of the flight, not at the end. Nice. That's what we like to hear. Keen Lafford says, love the idea for the recipe page on the Discord. It's going to be a bit of fun. Alison says, you're welcome, Murph and Team Fireflies. Nice. Bit Monsters in the house. Good to see you. Colonel Fork says, just need to remember the LNM, or Little Nav Map, formats for some folks. Yeah, it could be worth a shot. Who's this? Soaring AJ48 is here. He says, hello, Murph from Florida. Hello to you, my dude from Tipperary. I hope all is well. Whack-a-Mo is in the house. He says, hello, dudes and dudettes. Fly Darren says, I have the new Airbus flight side stick. Trying it out on its maiden flight. Let's see what happens. I've heard good things about them though. They are supposed to be really, really good. So fantastic news, and well, best of luck with it, my dude. But yes. Noel K rumbles in. He says, evening all. It's good to see you, my dude. Phil Dusfit says, finding the flight plan is easy. Following them is another issue. Kinda, yes. Low Pox M is in the house. Good to see you. Mr. Zed Ryder has rambled in saying, evening Murph, nice website. Plenty of trees for Mrs. Two-Tone. Many thanks for the website, and again a shout out to Gibbo Ireland. But yes, we've stuff planned for the website, so we'll say no more and just keep your eye on it. Things will change. Alison says, and can be Amended and then saved. Aha. Cap9 says, I can still feel Monday's curry. Ooh. Ozymandias is in the house. Good to see you, my dude. Ibuprofen 007 rambles in. Good to see you. Happy Wednesday. K Never says, the sunset looks beautiful. It's actually the sunrise. But if you're upside down, maybe it's setting. CD and Taz rambles in. Good to see you, my dude. Here's Johnny says, the cigarette light joke is behind us now, huh? I see what you did there. It's amazing. But yes. Shuffle Shoes is here. Hello, Murph. Is there a thumb to click not good with computers? Is there a thumb to click not good with computers? We'll make one. But don't worry. We're in this together. If you're stuck, just shout. Papa Joe B is in the house. Good to see you, my dude. Who else? It's kind of busy here. There's lots and lots of people. North Fire Flyer rambles in. He says, good evening to all. Let's hope we find the right way this evening. What are you trying to say? I intentionally got us lost the last time we were out in the bush. Listen. Maybe it's an omen. Don't go wrong tonight. Don't take it the wrong-it. Turneth. Turneth. We shall see. Now, we're up here somewhere. Hang on. There's loads of chat now, and I'm after getting lost. But I'll find it. Now, I found it. John Markham says, so Saturday morning stream, nice. Ooh. I'm not sure yet. We'll have to wait and see. But if Mr. Two-Tone is up watching the rugby, there's every chance I'll be up going, I need to escape the noise, because she'll be giving it the, go on, go up, go in, go on. It scares the crap out of me. Copper Pete is in the house. Good to see you, my dude. He says, it's wonderful Wednesday, dark side stream. Absolutely. We are here. Fly Darren says, what time and weather, Murph? So we're in the live weather. Live. And it's 0626. We're pretty much live day, live weather. Just to be, different, I suppose. But yes, Wave Tourist is in the house. Good to see you, my dude. Happy Wednesday. Walton's rambles in saying, hello. Good to see you. Now, hang on, I have more buttons to press. That'll work. But yes. Who's this? Egg Barley's in the house. Good to see you, my dude. A up Murph and all. And to you. BMW E46 says, downloading Flight Sim to a new computer. 20 gigs in 2 hours. Only 100 gigs left. Guess I will be playing on the old computer this evening. Copper Pete says, there's thunder outside. Where's me goat? We need Goat Simulator now. Should be plenty to see. Colonel Fork says, there's also a new ATC 101 for our JoinFS pilots and potential controllers. Absolutely. So that channel, as I was saying by Ed Reed, it's over on our Discord as well. If you guys would like to learn some of the ATC stuff, the procedures and the processes, be sure to express your interest. Ramble over and let Ed know. And many thanks to Ed for your time on this. It's going to be fantastic. We'll all walk away with a bit more knowledge than we had walking in. Usually the complete opposite of what happens on these streams. But that's a good thing. 90 Night House says, could we also get some pictures on the cooking channel? Absolutely. I absolutely. I would rather see a picture of what I might have to eat before I have to eat it. Just in case. Ben McClure says, only 6 days left until Pancake Tuesday. I can't wait. It's happening. Bryboy 2020 is in the house. Good to see you, my dude. Wave Tourist says, Murph, the live weather is beautiful. Yeah, we have it on. 'Tis set. Annalisa says, I'm just putting it out there. Absolutely no responsibility will be placed upon myself or Jim for any food poisoning with our cooking recipes. Exclaimer. Read the exclaimer. Don't blame us. That is the exclaimer. Exclaimed Annalisa. But absolutely understood and no problem at all. Little Nav Map opens the FS 2020 flight plans just fine, says Phil Does Twitch. Oh, that's good to know. Causeway04 says, so, I see the whole food related... No, he didn't. He says, I see the whole food related topic is now spilling over from the streams. Do you have any recipes? We have a new recipe channel that, well, we want you to, tell us what to cook. Jacob Mossa says, what airfield are we starting off at? Alpha Yankee Foxtrot India, Finchhaven Airport. Should be interesting. Multiplayer Goat Sim, says Dade Wiggles. Could you imagine? Goat Sim multiplayer, cross-platform, join GS. Abo says, many thanks, Causeway, for the subscribe, my dude. Abo says, love the recipe sub-channel idea. I've got some I'll have to put on. Excellent, 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 and excellent. So, we are here. We have arrived. And this is our chariot for this evening. We are in the Cessna 208 Grand Caravan EX. Ooh. And doesn't it look rather pretty? Who be this? AN2215 A great plane. The AN225 is a great plane. We'll get there in the end. Many thanks for the follow, my dude. Very kind of you. But now, let's see what's happening. Jan Moorkamp has gifted a tier 1 sub to Causeway. You're very kind, my dude. Thank you very much. Now, I'm all discombobulated. That's a word. So, has anyone figured out the title? What does it mean? I'll say it again just in case, you know, you haven't got to it. So, it says, Belong me, hang em up him, bot stap, pull up, Malau. Are you ready for this one? It literally means, my hovercraft is full of eels. You've heard it here first, sports fans. That is what it is. It made absolutely no sense. I was looking for like the hello, and it was just like hi-lo. I was like, that's not funny. And then I just came across this absolutely crazy sentence. I was like, that's it. For the win, my hovercraft has many eels in it, or it's full of eels. It's amazing. That can be a real problem for some people. Imagine if your poor old hovercraft was full of eels. Anyway, do you hear the state of the weather? Listen. It's blowing a gale out here. Don't take unnecessary risks. Stay inside. Anyway, we'll turn our fuel tanks on. That's the first thing we need to do in this machine here. Red Rider. Well, we're going to turn on the battery. Ooh. And, well, avionics need to come on. It's chugging along here now, so prop goes to full. Throttle open just a tiny little bit. Park and brake is on, as was our want. Nav and beacon lights can come on here as well. We have Timmy and Jimmy. Stand back there now as we turn this tinny on the front that goes spinny. So fuel boosters go to on. Our ignition can go on. And now we're going to go for the start. So we'll say clear prop. Give it a moment.
HOTAS system test. Okay.
Nice. So, starter is engaged. We shall be watching our NG and ITT. Looking for a hot start on the ITT or a hung start on the NG. It's doing its thing. Introducing fuel into the system. We should hear the engine spooling. Reference to the eels, indeed. Abo says, I think I just saw some lightning on live weather. Oh yeah, we've all sorts of weather here. It's crazy. ATT is good. NG is good. And we're good to go. So starter goes to the off position, ignition to normal, fuel boost to normal. All that looks good to me. Got some lightage on. Do. Now, we can leave our floodlights off because, well, just because. Now, the bleed airs, they can come on. Yes. Now, what else do we need? Sure, we'll put on our lights at this stage. No smoke and seatbelts and cabin lights come on. I don't think we need pitot heat. Because it's kind of warm. It's 29 degrees Celsius outside, which is, well, it's warmer than here. So if we zoom in, basically we want our autopilot to track our GPS plan. So if you click on the CDI once, twice, it'll say GPS, as was our want. Our PFD, I want to bring up some wind information. I'm going to go for option 3. Ooh, it's a 14 knot wind. And it's gusting to like 20. That's going to be fun. Transponder, well, we're not flying on a network, so we'll just say altitude report on 7,000, which is kind of okay for the moment. Altitude, well, we're at, our current altitude is kind of, well, we're down on the low. We're on the down low, but we're going to go up to 3,000 feet initially, and there are parts of our flight tonight which, well, we go way up. I mean, we go way up. Now, what are we looking for here? Flight directors, yes, turn them on, we'll want them. Nice windage, says EL737. I know, right? But yes, let's see what's going to happen here now. So engines are running, all that is wonderful, all our lights are on, that's fantastic. There's thunder outside, it's do you know what I mean? It's giving us all of that. So if we have a look at our little VFR map, essentially this is a relatively short flight that the Murph, that's me, is going to take. So it's going to be flying due west until we get to this airport. And then the crack will start. Wayland says it's raining. Cool. Well, we'll see what the weather is going to do. There is definitely a front moving in, so we'll see what the weather is going to do. And, well, let's just see what it's going to do. So, at this stage, I want to say hello and thank you to some peoples. Got my lanyard caught in my thing. Anyway, for all the support you guys give, outside of our normal followers and subscribers, there are those who wish to support the channel, and I'm very, very grateful indeed for all the help, guys. I really do appreciate it. It was never envisaged, nor is it encouraged for any sort of financial support, but anything you do feel that you want to give, it just means I can put it back into the sim, or into the production. For example, having, well, a highlighter for one, to help me see things from the distance. Every little helps. But yes, we shall say hello to our flight crew first, and a big shout out to Nick Stratford, Larson202, Captain Sickbag, Gareth Byrne, Peter Paskoff, Ford Entertainment Group, Gary Deaton, Goblin2Biz, Nathaniel Davin, Bpod, Bellbro, Sir Neil, Alaska 559, Merlin Flyer, Fly Darren, Max Shiggity Pilot, Austin Butenbach, Tyler Park, Rogers RC75, Jack Meek, Andy Shaw, Ricky Kelleher, William Contino, John E, Peter Fast Pete 84, Tim Middleton, Catbat9, Red Dragon CYM, Chief Neary, WB 1990, Tarvu Tarvuti, Hal Jor, Papa Joe B, and Ethan Short. Many thanks, my dudes, for all your support. Cheers and sláinte. Ooh, nice. Ooh, all about the mixture. Next we have our co-pilots, and a big shout out to Train Williams Gaming, John Morris, Wayne Prefontaine, Blair Voyage, Big Ears 60, Noel K, Kingsman 9965, Tony Robinson, John Ambler, Mark Dyson, Rudiger Odenbach, Dougal McTavish, Oz Flight Simmer, Madge C888, Sean Leo, Bad Dog, he's a great dog, really great dog, Pilot Peely, Samuel Dye, Patrick Cullen, Brian Spain, Ludus Regum, Philip Breen, Sir Fuzz, and Mike Griffiths. Thank you all so very, very much, my dudes. Go rev Milia Mahagut. Ooh. As the button is doing its thing over there, that will fixed. Next up, it's those who have the itch to switch to Twitch. I was saying that in my head on the way home, driving home from work today, and I kept putting in another word that started with a different letter. It sounded like Bravo. Anyway, hello to the people who watch us on Twitch. Colonel Fork 85, Alison Johnson, Cool Sax 98, Lukester 911, MJ Daiso, Hawk Driver 101, Brandon Lowe, Ivory Proofin 007, Big Ears 60, Andy Brown, Wayne Prefontaine, Annalisa, Neon Jedi, Captain Bombasso, CDN Taz, Goodnessig, Abo92, Copper Pete, Tom LeCrab, Bit Monster, Captain Rudiger, Sir Blackie a lot, Phil Does Twitch, Airwolf 643, Fugros 1, many thanks, Warhamster, Hammy, Mike 71G, Jacob Mossad, Big Shot Muffy, Oz Flight Simmer, Old Veteran 965, Eyes 909, Flying Harp 1, Care 85, Jamamu, Hazmat 58, Test Pilot 72, Cybomandrew, Nighty Night Owl, Scotland 737 Project, Seamus McNeil, Wiganer 99, Nomad G58-2, Jan Moorkamp, Refhat 21, Mr. Chippy, Catbat 9, Here's Johnny, Blair Voyage, and Crompton 33. Many thanks, my dudes, for all your support. This is an incredibly tasty beverage. And last but not at least, we have our pilots in command. And a big shout out to G Slayer, Mr. Chippy, Kebmo25, Coley 205, Dale Jones, Ed Reed, Gibbo Ireland, Jan Moorkamp, Warhamster, Tortuga Gaming, Dangerous Brian, Daza T Arab, Causeway 04, Cybo Mandrew, Andrew Brown, Jepson 2001, Scotland 737 Project, Ailerons Into Wind, Alison Johnson, Scott Voigt, Mark O'Gorman, Seamus McNeil, Colonel Fork 85, and Annalisa. Scene, thank you very much for all your support. I am absolutely gobsmacked and, well, a little bit kind of, but thank you very, very much, my dudes. I really do appreciate it. Cheers to good health, sláinte, and, well, go raibh míle maith agat. Tasty beverage. Now, what did I miss? I think Colonel Fork has a bit of a headache. That's never good, dude. Hope you get well soon. AN225 is looking for the Join FS code. Ramble over to Discord, my dude. You'll find it there. Goblin Zeus is here. Happy Wednesday. Who else? Might try some cranberry juice. Ooh, that could work. Here's Johnny said, sounded like you just said your mug is full of eels. My motorboat... Actually, what was it? Was it a motorboat or... My hovercraft is full of eels. That has to go in a t-shirt. It makes no sense. And that's why it makes total sense. But yes, we shall move on. G Slayer's in the house. Good to see you, my dude. Andy Brown has rambled in. Keane Lafford is back from his pizza. Nice, dude. And yes, right. It's time to go flying. Are we ready? No internet glitches. Cross your fingers, your toes, your arms, your legs, and even your ears, if it's possible. Let's go flying. So we're going to spin around this way. Oh, the simulated horror. Let's just look this way. Oh, there's a big thing there we don't want to hit. Colonel Fox says, by the way, Stoli is Stolichnaya. It's vodka. I see. Murph, how does one get out of this little pond? Do. Let's figure this out together. We'll figure this out together. We'll just bring the drone up. Let's see. Oh, look, there it is. It was right behind us. Do you ever feel like that guy? Yes, today we are that guy. Tonight, Matthew, I shall be that guy. So, 1 knot to flaps coming down. It's behind you. Bitmonster says, Murph, have you ever... you have to watch the Hungarian phrasebook sketch from Monty Python. Oh, the trees. Eyes on the floor. Oh, look at that switch down there. Look how round it is. So, we just line ourselves up perfectly here on the runway without incident whatsoever. I'm not a cat. Snakes on a plane too. The guy in the tug scratching his head about this 208 in the field. Who gave this guy a license? Massey 888 is in the house. Good to see him, my dude. Look at this for a runway. It's like, if you build it, they will come. Right, are we ready? Those trees are how just logs. Oh, those trees are now just... I see what you did there. I see what you did. Very good. Very good. Right, so. Power is set. Airspeed is alive. We're rolling. There's 60. I've just realised I've taken off in a tailwind. It's a rookie mistake. I hate to see it. There is 80 knots. We are indeed getting light. Sir Neil is in the house. Good to see you, my dude. Sir Neil? Sir Niall? Sir Niall. So, we are airborne. Look at the trees. Doesn't it look very pretty? Kemi's in the house. Good to see you, my dude. Happy Wednesday. So we're bringing our flaps back in. It's going to be a bumpy ride. As in, it's already Huey and Ralph territory. But we'll take our time and see what happens. Kane Lafford says 230 days until log day. Ooh. Solitude for me is in the house. Good to see you. Emerald I9 says, am I able to join you in a separate aircraft? Yes. Once we get to our next stop, you're welcome to join in. We will be on the North Europe server. The only request, it has to be GA all the way. The airliners, well, they belong on the other channels. What channels, you ask? I'm glad you asked. You could check out the likes of, say, Chewy94, XP72, Captain Canada, to name just a few, and also Alaska 559. Keen Lafford has subscribed. Many thanks, my dude. Hang on, I have to trim out my aircraft, because if I don't, and I say cheers, we'll nosedive. Cheers to you, my dude. Really appreciate it. Ah. Tasty beverages. I believe that was Jan Moorkamp giving away more tier 1 subs. Many thanks to you, Jan. Causeway04 says, I had a wee look at your site. My god, she's spangly. Are the gamer tags Twitch only tags? No, they're going to be everyone's tags. Many thanks, Hazmat. Cheers to you, my dude. Oh look, Colonel Fork. He's interrupting my train of thought. Colonel Fork with the 5 tier 1 subs. Well, many thanks, my dude. Really do appreciate it, Colonel Fork. Thank you very much. The man is a legend. And welcome to all the new subscribers of the channel. Very kind of you. This wind, it's absolutely crazy. So I know we were saying 3,000. We're just going to ramble up to... See, there's clouds there, you see. But it's quite warm, so I'm not overly worried just yet. And we're flying in live time at live weather. You know, someone suggested it. Murph, would you ever just... Look at that for lightning. He just... someone said to me, would you ever just, like, you know, add a bit of realism to the whole thing? And I was just like... Yeah. So we are. So we're going to go to nav... yaw dampener's on. Altitude... Autopilot. And let it all kind of calm down here for a little bit. That's better. Gibbo says, I'm at 7,000 feet to get over the mountains. Ooh. We'll have to go Suez on the Styra. Kinaffer says, the man, the myth, the legend. Tyler D75 says, thanks mate. I imagine that's to Jan. Very kind of you, Jan. One man, Samuel L. Murphy 1 hovercraft, and lots of eels. Samuel L. Murphy, yeah. We got eels on a hovercraft. That was the sequel. Mr. Chippy's in the house, good to see you. Yeah, we'll be on the multiplayer will kick off on the second leg. Annalisa says, Janie Mack, Jan Moorkamp and Colonel Fork being legends. Absolutely. It shouted 500 at Technical. So what do we reckon? 6.5? We'll go to 7. I weigh considerably more. So we'll climb to 7. So we're going to go to... Do we go V speed or flight level change? Speed, right? This usually should come up the way. No. Why isn't that working? Ah, it's interesting. Usually get a little icon for the oh, hang on, if I go flight level change. 115 and then speed. There she be. So we're going to say I want to climb at 115. We can add in a bit of oomph. And the aircraft will now pitch itself to maintain 115, so we don't have to worry about stalling. Isn't that handy? Kemi says, quite the light show today. I know, right? Emerald Eye says, what is the airport code? Yeah, if you just put in !route, it should bring it up. Brightboy 2020 is in the house. He says, press VS to change your climb, Murph. Yeah, so you have two options. So usually, I'm a huge believer of vertical speed. I'll just key in vertical speed. I want to climb at, say, 1,000 feet, and away we go. However, if you use your flight level change, select the speed, well then the aircraft will automatically pitch to maintain that speed. It's really, really handy because you can kind of fire and forget. You're not worried about stalling or any of that kind of stuff. Really, really handy. I like it a lot. So fuel is doing fuel things. Look at this. Like, do you know, the state of this place. Now, I know it's still kind of relatively early morning as we fly here, but like, that's all part of it. Do you know what I mean? So, we'll play a bit of relaxing music as we look at the sunrise behind us as we fly through the clouds. Because why not, right? I mean, that's what it's all about, isn't it? Yes. I'm going to scroll back to here. Turn down at the sounds of the engine. Warhamster's in the house. He says, so many logs. I'll have that one, that one, that one and that one. That one, that one and that one. Ooh and ah. Lightningage, says Ben McClure. Causeway04 says, I'm sitting on AYNZ with 1 knot winds coming from 14 knots in AYFI. Maybe. John Morecambe says, also, flight level change is smoother most of the time. Emerald Eye says, anyone know how to change the servers? So, if you press the escape key, top right hand corner, you'll see your gamer tag. Click on your gamer tag, you'll see 2 options. Click on the second one, where it says automatic. And when you click on that, you should be able to scroll through what server. Just click on the server, hit escape again, and you should be good to go. Colonel Fork says, I got scolded for my comparisons trying to wrap my head around what is rugby. I said it was like a mix between soccer and American football with no pads. There's a bold statement. North Europe, my dude. North Europe. Rugby is not a cross between soccer and American football. American football, they have all these padded stuff on. Where's the fun in that? Rugby is like, as you are. Now granted, some of the tackles aren't like, you know, head removing as American football, but it's still good. I did say with no pads. Uh-oh, Mr. Two-Tone is on defending rugby. This is going to be dangerous. Wayland says, do they also have this discussion about concussions in rugby? Oh, it's huge. It's huge. By hand? Flight Aaron says, if your nose is round, where your ears are, then you're a rugby player. That made sense. Mr. Z Ryder has just subscribed. Many thanks, my dude. Colonel Fox says, make no mistake, I mean no offense, but rugby isn't very well known over here. Absolutely. I know, I totally get it. Did someone press the thing? They did. Catbat9, you mystical legend. He's gifting 5 tier 1 subs to the Two-Tone Murphy community. This is crazy. Many thanks, my dude. Really do appreciate all the support, my guys. It's very kind of you, very nice of you. But yes, so we're flying along kind of night. Look at the mountains ahead of us. I mean, come on. They're looking absolutely crazy. Now we have other kind of music here, just to... That's a big 10-4, good buddy. Many thanks to Catbat9, to Jan Morecambe, and indeed Colonel Fork. Very kind of you. Hello and welcome to all the new subscribers. So we're sat at 7,000 feet. Airspeed is 147. That is probably... Considering we have a headwind, giving us a little bit slower over the ground. 165 over the ground. We've only 3 knots against us, coming in at 222. This looks nice, doesn't it? At least rugby isn't cricket. And Mr. Teuton says, I actually like cricket. Hang on, wait, what? We need to have a sit down. We need an intervention. Cricket can get in the sea. The motion is carried. We shall forbade the talk of cricket. KR85 rambles in. Good to see you, my dude. Happy Wednesday. So, oh, hang on. Colonel Fork says hockey is the best though. Hang on. Whoa, 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 whoa. Stop now. Whoa. Whoa, pull back the old donkey cart now. I have to say, the Gaelic Athletic Association of Hurling and Gaelic football. You need to watch yourself some hurling. It's very good. Stall the ball, says Philly. Yeah, stall the ball. An AN225 is a great plane, says bolognese pizza or pepperoni. I prefer bolognese. 99 says, I've never understood cricket. Mr. Chippy says, I tried to play cricket once, but I'll be honest, I was stumped. Oh dear. Hurling equals lethal golf. Hurling is extreme golf, yeah. Colonel Fork says, I've started a war, haven't I? As he sits back into his chair like Dr. Evil. Emerald Eye says, I entered free camera, but I don't know how to look around. If you have an Xbox 360 or an Xbox One controller, it'll do the job for you. Mr. Chippy says, gets the popcorn out. Ed Reed says, hurling is what you do after drinking too much. Don't Huey and Ralph play hurling. No, it's more like ouch and oh god, dear mother of all that's holy. Look at the scenery. Isn't it very pretty? Now I'll appear myself again. You know, just to break it all up a bit. Add a bit of volume back in of the engine sounds. But yes. Warhamster says, this sim is some crack sometimes, just loaded in live weather to clear blue skies and snow. It's confused, I tell you. Jan says, I'm all on the cheese wheel race. No, I'm all in on the cheese wheel race. Hurling is the fastest ball sport that's played on grass. Annalisa says, I accidentally broke a girl's hand playing camogie in school years ago. Ouch. Friend. No longer friend. Alison says, load in with clear and then change to live weather. Works like a charm. Except in Ireland, I've noticed. It's Irish weather in the sim. You have to, if it stops working, you got to get out of the sim and get back in. That's how, mad the weather is in Ireland. It's just nuts. It's like multiple layers and the sim just goes, I can't compute this. And then you have to restart it and then it gives it another shot. Colonel Fox says, I almost played lacrosse for my school, but the program fell through. Yeah, so lacrosse is a mix between hurling and hockey. Kinda. Dave Wiggle says, football friend. Wayland says, I had snow in New Zealand the other day, but also 20 degrees at the same time. Global warming, it's a thing. I used to go hurling after a Friday night in the pub. Irish weather in the sim is very accurate to real life. Frustrating and mind-boggling, yes. It was it's 1 or 2 degrees for most of today, Celsius. Plus 1 or 2 degrees, but it feels like minus, I don't know, 15 or something. They call it wind chill. Whoever invented wind chill or wind chill, they need a size 12 boot into their posterior. It's horrible. Causeway04 says, I know I am technically Irish, but the rules in GIA Sports is proper strange. Why do teams have 2 scores? You have goals and points. That's how sophisticated it is. So a point. You get a point if it goes over the bar, and you get a goal if it goes under the bar. It's a bit like Quidditch without the brooms. Anyone for a spot of Quidditch? Painful. Anyway, we'll learn more about the world of hurling and Gaelic football when we have the new Ireland released scenery, because I'm hoping we'll be able to pinpoint some of the football grounds with the new satellite imagery. Maybe, hopefully. It might be there. But even if it isn't, we'll find places and I'll say, see that bit of green down there? Well, that's where they play hurling. Ben McClure says, I thought you got a point from the bar. Only on the south side of Dublin. I'll have a point, please. Oh, can I have 4 points of Heine? Did you hear the thunder? That was every Southsider going, Murphy.
Hey, good morning.
Many thanks for the follow, Emerald. Very kind of you. John Morecambe says, I was a long time semi-pro swimmer, won the North German Masters 2 times, but now I'm just fat. That's nuts. Semi-pro swimmer. Won the North German Masters twice. The man is like a fish. Are you not a Southsider though, Murph? No. I'm a Southwesterner. Am I? Hang on. Yes. I'm a Southwesterner. How do you do that thing with your hand? Hang on. And then an S. I can't do the S. I'm a Southwesterner. We come from the accent. Just it confuses most Dublin people, because you have the where are you from? What? And then you have the you sound like you're from somewhere I haven't heard before, and then you have my accent, which is somewhere in between. It's amazing, and it makes no sense. Dynamite. I like that. I used to call it hydrogen, but dynamite. Yeah. I'll have a point of dynamite, please. Thank you. Barkeep, you can keep the... Bar wench, you can keep the change. I have plenty of more 50s here for you. Isn't Dublin on the east side of Ireland? Correct. But they'll say if you're a Northsider or a Southsider, that's relevant to Dublin only. Like, you have other parts of the country, you come from the north, south, east or west. But if you're from Dublin... Because it's Dublin, you have geographical locations within the city and the city limits. So if you're on the north side of Dublin, you'd be called a Northsider. And obviously if you lived on the south side, and there's a line in between, there's a line in the centre of the city, which is a river, the River Liffey. So if you're on the north side of the Liffey, well, you're a Northsider. If you're on the south side, you're called a Southsider. And then, well, you wouldn't be an Eastsider, that would be out in the water. But the west then, into the west. Dublin West, as it's called, or Fingal, I think. It makes no sense. Irish addresses make no sense. Like, for instance, if you were to put down Newcastle, Ireland, the postman will say, well, sure, which one? There's 4 of them. Here's Johnny, GNS, the north side. Fly Darren says, how are we going to see the airfield down there, Murph? Don't worry, I'm well ahead of you. We're going to scoop down once we get over these mountains. So if we look at well, we can see it here. Hang on. This is how you read your terrain. Terrain. So if you can see here, we currently have mountains beneath us, but then it kind of calms itself down. So while these are a kind of a yellowy color, it means caution. The green is like we're way over them. So once we pass this, we're going to descend to about 4,000 feet and then 3,000 feet. And then we're going to see what happens. So the field elevation of Nadzab Airport is only 238 feet. But while we're here, I might as well tell you a little about the place where we took off from, which is known as Finchafen Airport. It was built in 1943 by the United States Army 807th and 808 Aviation Engineer Battalions, along with the 60th Naval Construction Battalion. At the end of the war, millions of dollars of equipment, both new and used, was bulldozed into huge holes in the area and abandoned. What? Really? We need to go back there. Someone bring a trailer and some flags. That's amazing. So they just said, we're not bringing this back, bury it. Okay. So the place that we're heading to up in Leh Nadzab Airport, after Leh was liberated by the US Army, they built an airport there. So we have a runway of choice, 09 or 27. Let's see what happens. Rookie 31st is in the house. Good to see you. Annalisa says, if you're on the north side, we just say, boo! We can create the two-tone army. Indeed. Egged Barley says, there's even a rainbow in live weather. Who would have thought? Who would have knew? Is it AYNZ? Correct. Alpha Yankee November Zulu. Yes, that is where we're going. So yeah, as I said, it's update week. I'm totally excited. I absolutely cannot wait for this, just to see what it's all like. And you can bet your bottom dollar that we will be flying in the Emerald Isle on Friday. So, you know, get in either Guinness or whiskey or gin or something, and we'll go exploring Ireland. I'll take you on a bit of a road trip and show you different places that I know. Rookie says, funny that moderator chose to do this. I'm from the US myself. Philly Rose says, I'm liking the sound of Friday. Absolutely. It's going to be so much fun. We're going to be exploring Ireland like literally never seen before. So we're going to descend here now to 5,000. We're going to use VS, and we're going to go down by 1,000 feet per minute, as was our want. And as we do this, we'll bring the speed back a smidgen. Yes, that is looking the way it should. We'll go through the clouds here. This will just dunk on a cloud or the clump of cloud. It'll look nice. 99 House says, what is the best Irish whiskey in your opinion? Provided you are over the legal age in which one can drink whiskey, I would say any whiskey that you can get your hands on. Jameson is very good. Kilbeggan is quite nice. Middleton is fantastic. There's so many different whiskies here. It's amazing. It's amazing. Emerald Eye says, I've already wasted 2% fuel and all I was doing was being idle on the tarmac. WB says, do you think VR will be improved with the update, Merv? Not yet. AN225 is a great plane, says Murph. You should create a vlogging channel when it's all over and take us around Ireland. That's the hope and plan. Oh, look at the terrain coming up. Terrain ahead. Terrain ahead. That's why I was testing out with the walking around me man cave. It's figuring out how to use cameras on the go. But that camera is probably not up to the task of doing them sort of stuff, and I really don't want to move this camera because, you know, it's big fish, small fish, cardboard box. I don't want to move that; I'll break it. So I need to pick up another camera at some stage. And when the world kind of goes back to, that's what I was doing. Yeah, definitely. I'd like to do some of the vlogging activities, bring you guys around different places to show you different places on our little Emerald Isle, including some of our biggest landmarks. And then it'll be me, acting the absolute idiot, going, look at this place, and ordering pints of Guinness in different places. But yes. Welsh Rugby's in the house, says, good evening, Murph. Happy Wednesday. Good to see you, my dude. Rookie 31st says, I love the 208. Fly it most of the time. Sweet. Kempmo 25 rambles in. Good to see you, my dude. Causeway says, I'd be nailing the tricolour to the wall and substituting my usual Italian beer for some Hop House 13. Nice. Now, let's see. Middleton very rare is the best. Yeah, that's not bad. Is there a risk of icing? What's the outside temperature? 'Tis freezing. We're okay here. Look at this. So we're at 5,000. Now we can go down to, a lot lower. Down to 2,000, please. Make it so. So descend at 1,000. Watching our speed is fairly good. Look at this. Isn't this nice? But yes, Copper Pete is here. He says, Delira and Exira about the update. Yeah, it's going to be fun. Who's this? Kizzle Nizzle. Or Kizzle and Nizzle. What other games do you play? I have been known to dabble in the X-Plane and also some Euro Truck or American Truck Sim. I have Ghost Recon, what's it called? Wildlands. We might start with something like that. That's a bit of fun. The Division is there as well. It causes a great divide. I saw it. That was bad. But yes. Emerald says, I have it on all players. Should I change that? No, all players is good. Care85 says, a client of mine owns the Kilbeggan distillery. He's offered to give me a tour, but whiskey doesn't agree with me. I was kind of the same. Like, I do enjoy a little bit of whiskey every now and again. Like I'd have a glass of it, whatever, if I was doing a stream. Or a measure, not a glass. Murph, you sound like you're one of them. But gin is definitely my forte now. I've fallen in love, in a George Hook accent. I've fallen in love. Many thanks for the follow, my dude. But yeah. Cosby says, I'm sure me and Murph could go on your behalf. Phil Twitch says, I just pulled a Harrison Ford. Landed on the taxiway. Whoopsie. My live weather says it's 36 degrees. I'd say it's accurate. I'm like 29 degrees at 3,000 feet, and we're descending, so you wouldn't know your luck. So our ETA is very, very close, Murph. The runway is just like there. So we're almost there, and then we're going to go flying with the Fireflies. Are you excited? Copper Pete says Goat Simulator is good. Ice says, or is it Ice TK? I've only played MS 2020. I'm really into it. Sometimes MSFS is frustrating. Is it worth getting X-Plane, do you think? It depends on what way you want to fly or how you want to fly within the simulated world. Microsoft Flight Sim does an absolutely incredible job depicting light, weather, scenery, graphics. It's just absolutely stunning. It really, really is. X-Plane, very good when it comes to the systems modelling and the procedures and stuff, but it's a much maturer sim. They've been at this since 2016. And their systems modelling has been there before that, do you know? So with Microsoft and Asobo, they've pretty much rewritten the book. Look at the rainbow. I wonder, is there a leprechaun there to steal your pot of gold? That was painful, wasn't it? Now, by right, Murphy, you want to be landing into the wind, but will be dangerous. Let's be dangerous. No, you don't need to get my game tag. Once you're on the North Europe server, you should be able to be there. What wind edge is your PFD showing? No wind data. Wah, wah, wah. No pot of gold. I landed earlier and stole it. She took it. No gold, but there's a lonely Mooney over there. Look at the dive we're gone into here. Murph, you're making a complete pig's ear of this one now. Then again, this aircraft is designed for short takeoff and landing. Or stall. Stole. Stall. She or me. Here's Johnny says, depending on your landing, there could be some Kerry gold at the end of the rainbow. Oh, the challenge is real. Must be a weather phenomenon. 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 There's a song that's going to get stuck in your head. Phenomenon. Oh yeah, no, it's done. Will you stop the fans, please? Okay, well, we kind of recovered that quite well with our 80 knot approach, with the wind blowing kind of behind us. But it's only kind of 1 to 2 knots. And the temperature is rising. It's 35 degrees now. Kermit the Frog just submitted a DMCA. I don't like what you did here. And that's my voice and my... Let's not go there. Anyway, runway 27 for the win. Easy does it. We're looking for butter now. Easy. 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 Oh, there's butter. Reverse thrusters out. Or just, you know, beta mode. Very nice. So, finish with our flaps. Irish Kermit. Kermit O'Frog. That was a nice landing. I'm impressed. The weather is absolutely gorgeous, isn't it? Millhouse is in the house. Did you see what I said it without even realising it. Good to see you. Is it a caravan flight? Yes. Join our caravan of flight. So we're going to taxi off of the runway. You can always tell when Murph had his power nap. I don't start the show. Hello, good night. I mean, hello and welcome. I'm here to do I used to sound like that. Some of my earliest videos would be like, hello, I'm welcome, oh. And it's only now when you look back thinking, I was that guy. Look, it's starting to rain and everything. Oh, the weather here. Can you feel the suspense? Have you flown a plane in real life? I have. Not very well, but I've a couple of hours. And scene. So parker brake comes on. Get our landing lights off. Strobes. The thunder. Get the strobes off. And, well, engine off. Lower that down. Very nice. I love the Caravan. It's a fantastic aircraft. Nice, nice. So, fuel coming off. Avionics off. And that'll do. We go back to the main menu and do our thing. Now, what do we do? What do we do? We go over here, look. Yes, yes, that works. And then to this screen. Ooh, fancy, fancy transitions and effects. And the chat is back where it needs to. So, remember I had a list on Monday of 6 things to do? Well, I just went ahead and did them. Did them or did them? Diddly diddly. I says my first... How do you pronounce one's name, my dude? My first time here. Usually I only watch Gripper Sim. Enjoying this though too. Nice. Green Wave 1906 is following. Many thanks, my dude. Gripper Sim is awesome from the reaction review. A fellow Irishman, a real-world pilot, and indeed a pilot instructor. He knows his stuff. But you are most welcome. A friend of Gripper is a friend of Murph. Gibbo says the Caravan is amazing to fly, not so much to look at, but thankfully for me, looks aren't everything. We need to talk about food. Causeway says, oh, hereby, there's a new screen. Isn't it fancy? So we have the Flying Circus logo, very masterfully crafted by our very own John E. I put the chat down there because I'm a genius, and then we have our emoji thingy. We're new heights and all that. We're going places. Rookie31 says, is it normal that you can start the 208 in Microsoft Flight Sim with the fuel tank switched off? No, that would not be normal. Armel says, did you pay for the animation or was it free? I built it, my dude. So we'll reboot the simulator here in the background. The Taxi of the Skies. Kapat says, wow, nice, you did 6 things. Murph, I'd still be contemplating the first thing. Annalisa is eating a cupcake. Tell us more, tell us more. What flavour is it? What colour is it? Edry says, grab a 2-tone Murphy Flying Circus t-shirt. Shameless plug, shameless. Mrs. Teuton says, 0 for 30, Friday kickoff, Murph, just so you know. And is it the same on Saturday? I don't mind Friday, I'll be up at that time anyway. For my workage. Causeway says, no, we do not need to talk about food. Kingsman says, the website is looking fantastic, Murph. Cheers, my dude. And be sure to thank Gibbo Ireland. Ooh, tasty beverage as we top up the mixture. And now we shall line up the shot for the bin. Will it make it? The crowd goes quiet. Hang on. We'll try it again. Oh, the pain of that! That really hurt in places I can't explain. I'm back to you now. We'll try it again. Are we ready? Hang on, we'll really try it this time. God. That really hurt the first time. Right. No! He landed it because he's brilliant and stuff. That didn't take long. It's the little things. It's like the halftime show. Yes, some people might do a dance, others might do magic shows. Murph tries to throw an empty can into the bin. Or trash can. It's the little things that kind of make it all exciting, isn't it? So. Kemi says, how that we can change the video resolution now. Or happy that we can change the video resolution now. Can you? On Twitch. Oh, look at that. How is that? Does anyone know how that happened? I think it is something to do with like look of the draw. I think. Now let me see doing things in the background. Don't mind me. Do. Yeah, I don't know why it does that. Weird. Wonderfully weird. Anyway. Emerald says, how did you build that? Teach me your ways. Colonel Fork says, speaking of things to fix streams, I have a thing or two. Nice. Captain John and Co-Pilot Pickle says, I need help with my PC. I'd like to fly with the Fireflies too. Well, let us know. Alison Johnson says, I just ate a rhubarb crumble muffin. Ooh, a rhubarb crumble muffin. Sounds delightful. AYNZ. So I'm just putting in the stuff in the background. Zoom to details. Yes, yes. And our first stop is going to be Alpha Yankee Mike Hotel, which is Mount Hagen. This should be fun. So remember, we're on live time, live weather on the North Europe server. This should be a lot of fun. So the sim is loading in the background. We're getting close. I missed it so many times. The walk of shame. Mr. Two-Tone says, I mopped that floor today. It's totally fine. Nothing to worry about. And Jacko's in the house. Good to see you, my dude. Johnny says, I see your muffins and cupcakes and raise you freshly baked homemade chocolate chip cookies. Dude. CDN Taz says, did you move the bin closer? I didn't move the bin closer. Are you mad? I moved it further away. That's why I missed so many times. You'd want to be like a bit of an idiot if you moved it closer and still missed. Here's a guy who missed the bin when it was closer. So, what am I doing in the background? I'm doing all sorts of stuff. Now, finish up with the chat and then we'll go into the sim. There's no failure. There is no... Oh no, there's no failure if there's an attempt. Absolutely. Mr. Chippy says, you've got quality options tonight, yes. Mr. Chippy said, it's just random based on Twitch. Ah, sometimes you get lucky. Ah. I thought we were lucky. Maybe Twitch rolled out a silent upgrade. Perhaps. Copper Pete says, that was more impressive than the Super Bowl halftime show. It's for affiliates random. Ah. Mr. Teuton says, I don't know why I bother cleaning that room. Okay, I think we're good to go. Are we good to go? This screen, please. Okay. Ooh. This looks kind of strange. The weather here is just frightening. Ooh, rainbows. Look at the traffic. Traffic. Okay. That'll do us, Murph. Oh, actually, we have a traffic. Hang on.
Traffic.
Oh, Julia. Right. It's raining, and it's a little bit laggy, so we need to get airborne soon. Let's go through it, shall we? Battery on, fuel boosters on, fuel tanks on, prop goes in, throttle opened a little bit, get all the lights on because, well, we'll put on all the lights. We'll do our thing. And we got some lightage. Yes, more lightage. Yes, looking very nice now. All the lights. Floodlights. Yeah, why not? Avionics need to come on so we can see the system.
Okay.
The TOS system test is okay. Kemi says, I heard it's usually only for Twitch partnered streamers. You know, I think you can be lucky as well. Mr. Chippy said, my plane said that, but I misheard as terrific. I thought it was complimenting me on my flying. Edwin says, may I suggest that you create a new heading for producer, Mrs. Two-Tone? Oh no, she who must be obeyed. Systems test okay. She does sound a bit of kind of Connemara about her, doesn't she? Hello, energize. Miles O'Brien is working with us. Right. Engage the starter. And there's thunder. So we're going to watch our NG for a hung start, our ITT for a hot start, as our engines come alive. EL737 says, pro tip, the plane responds better if you actually plug in the joystick. Crompton says, I would say Mrs. Two-Tone is more director than producer. Herr Director? Yes, I would agree. Wholeheartedly. Mrs. Two-Tone is just the boss. End of. Moving on. Here's a guy who just got shouted at. AN225 says, somebody got a tow rope ready in case Murph breaks down. Dictator, yes. CEO. Way back from the doctor in time. Kazaki. And yourself. Right, so engine is good. Starter off. Fuel boost to normal. Starter to off. Ignition to normal. Our lights are on. Temperature is 35 degrees. We go to CDI. Hang on, we'll zoom in and show you. So, CDI. On or to our GPS. PFD. Windage option number 3. Back transponder. Again, we're not flying on any network, so we'll just put it onto altitude mode. Rambling over here, we got our flight director on altitude. We need to be going very much Suez on the styra here, so initial altitude is going to be 6,000. But I reckon we need to double that very shortly. So as you can see, when we take off, well, we're following the green bit. And then we start going up. And then we go further up. And then we even go further upper than up. And then we'll reach up, and then we'll start going down a bit. ETA of about 50 minutes. I think I'm on the naughty step, says Mr. Chippy. Philosopher Queen. Indeed. Dictator. Yes, be careful how you say that. I always get it wrong. Paul, 1965, is in the house. He says, evening, Murph. With you about to take off, I have clear blue sky on live weather, and you have cloud. Very strange. Paul, if you want to load back in, but select clear weather before you load in, then load in, and then in the sim, go to live weather. It might work. Philly Road says, the cops called to our house today. They said they'd received a complaint about our neighbours about a dog chasing them on their bike. I said our dog can't ride a bike. Oh! He's on fire. Caution, never call a dictator a dictator. Especially if you want to live. Colonel Fork says, I'm just glad the heat is off me for the sports wars. Yeah, let's talk about rugby and cricket and how they're not as good as American football. And converse. Right, time to go here, Murph, before you get given out to again. Copper Pete says, was going to choose the Piaggio, but was disappointed that my goat didn't show up in the back seat. What's the best way to watch a fly fishing tournament? Live stream. Oh! I prefer the referee. Very, very well done, Gibbo. What do you call a dog that can do magic? A lab racabador abracadabra. What do you call a dog with no legs? Call him what you like, he'll never come to you. Oh, Murphy! I know. It was uncalled for. Go team. Now, if memory serves, we need to be going from that end of the runway. Ah, tasty beverage on a Wednesday night. It's very important. It's like a school night. So we're going to ramblage down at the taxiway, as was our wantage. Is anyone else just like super excited for the impending world update? Like the planet is getting an update. Imagine if it was like real. Yes, we're giving you new scenery, Ireland and England. Well, the UK. Eyes on the floor. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Look at that, it's raining here. What's going to happen in the clouds? What's up with the white rectangle over the plane's numbers, says Brian Strait. Let's call it a limitation. And also probably a smart filter, because like people could put all sorts on it and then like how does one control it? So it is a feature that will be put in eventually. Tom LeCrab says, ooh, I see rainbows. Somewhere over the rainbow, skies are lightning and thunder. Whoa, there's an update? Says Mr. Chippy. No one's mentioned it. I tell you, I should do them bedtime story thingies. Sleeping with no, we said that again. No. Calm, isn't it? So, for example, we can start. And Papa... Oh no, hang on. Do it properly, Murph. You join us tonight as we're here, flying in the amazing island nation of Papua New Guinea. Or, well, Guinea to the left. Guinea to the right. New Guinea to the right. As you focus on my voice, you will drift away into a calm, deep sleep. Now, I wonder if you did it more lively. Do you know? Would that help? Could you imagine? It'd be like breakfast radio. That's the one. Yes, wake up with Murph. Yeah, arise with Murph. No, wait, no. Hang on, there's words we can use. It'd be like, good morning and welcome today. It's going to be fantastic. It's raining and that's what we like to see. It's grey and it's cold. Fantastic. Papua Old Guinea, indeed. So, one notch of flaps. The Blueberry alarm clock with Murph. Murphy in the morning. Two-tone or something like that. Be thankful you speak smooth English. Try that I'm German. People will be standing upright in the bed. That'd be fantastic, yeah. I don't know German, but I'll try and do a German accent. Oh no, your man's accent. Is it was it Flight Simulation Deluxe? Was it Flight Sim Deluxe? Hello, my friends, and here, and we're going to be flying tonight out of Papua New Guinea in the Cessna C208 Grand Caravan. And as you can see, the weather is not very nice, but we shall give it a try together, friends, and we will go flying to one and all. He's like the best voice ever. Wake up with two-tone. Impressive, she says. Did you ever? He's a YouTuber. Flight Simulation Deluxe. He has a fantastic channel, and he's so knowledgeable. But his accent, I just listen to it for ages. AN225 is a great plane, is away. We'll see you soon, my dude. You take care out there, and many thanks for joining us. And we're about to start the aircraft now, and our flaps are set, lights are already on and blinking, and we are introducing some power now. He's brilliant! Anyway, power coming in. Let's get serious for a moment. We're taking off in like mad weather. Airspeed is alive. There's 60. Avida sane. There's 80. Good and light. Rotate. So altitude is going to be key because we have different layers of cloud and visibility isn't great because it's raining. So we'll just kind of hang around this neck of the woods for a while until we get stabilized above the rain if we can. Would have very nice planet, yeah. He's brilliant. Look him up. Flight Simulation Deluxe. Or Flight Sim Deluxe. I'm almost certain that's what it is. A lot of X-Plane stuff, but it's brilliant. Right, try and get ourselves trimmed out here. So I'd say for the moment, as we kind of circle around, heading mode, we want that. Altitude, let's say 3000 for the minute. Autopilot on, V-speed. Climb at 1000 there, Murph. Are we on heading mode? Yes, please. So we'll go over to heading mode. Watch all our stuff as we do. 4,000 feet plus for clear skies. Very good. 4,000 it is. Good man, Phil. Lowpock says, are you on the final leg? Negative, we just started. So, what we're going to do, we're going to get flying, and we're going to try and identify, well, who's flying with us. So, if you are a virtual pilot, would you look at the state of that view? Do now press the number 2. You join the Two-Tone Murphy Flying Circus here with the Fireflies. Welcome to Papua New Guinea. We live stream every Monday, Wednesday and Friday at 8 PM Zulu time. Monday nights on YouTube, Wednesdays and Fridays right here on Twitch. If you guys like this sort of stuff, be sure to smash the follow button. Do ramble over to our Discord, the link just now gone on chat. And we've also got a very swanky new website, twotonemurphy.com. It's very fancy. Okay, gonna make a right turn. Over to 180 degrees. Keen Effort says we have 46 plus a Murph. 45 plus a Murph. We got 46. Nice. Very nice. Would you just look at the state of that? We have rainbows for the rainbows. We have 47, 48 aircraft. Don't act like you're not impressed. That's a lot of aircraft. I feel the need. Oh, bit of lightning. Did you see it? Did you see that? So 4,000 seems to be kind of the ideal place to be hanging around for the minute. That's why we get the name Fireflies, because you can see the guys in the distance. Looks amazing. Some very nice scenery here indeed. So we're going to make another right turn over to 270 degrees due west. Annalisa says, I'll stick my cheese sandwich out the window, turn it into a toasty. So a big shout out to all our Fireflies, everyone in the chat, all the members. Many thanks Merlin Flyer for the subscribe. And a big shout out to all our moderators for your continued support. My dudes, we have Alison Johnson, Gibbo Ireland, Seamus McNeil, Stuart Payne, Ed Reed, Naughty Gnome, AS Old Veteran, or Scott Voigt as we call him, Colonel Fork 85, Dangerous Brian, Dougal McTavish, and Mrs. Two-Tone. So does anyone in the chat, if I haven't mentioned you, rather, you know, just say, how are you? IK2 program says, did you ever try head or face tracking during one of your group flights? Well, I have the Track IR, but because I have so many kind of lights going on, it doesn't track awfully well. But I do have it. I use it the odd time if, you know, when I'm not streaming. But VR, I think, is just... I prefer VR. It's so much fun. So, we're going to adjust our heading to intercept the magenta line. We're going to head over to 330 degrees. Something like that. We're heading towards the rainbows. Look at the state of the viewing. The viewing pleasure that is Microsoft Flight Simulator. It just looks awesome. Tom LeCrab says, I think that this is the best cloudage I've seen so far. The cloudage is legendage. Annalisa says, thanks Murph and all the mods for the entertainment and for keeping us safe from geekness. ESPN 74 is now following. Welcome, my dude. Happy Wednesday to you. Kemi says, postcard shot there. It just is, isn't it? Uh-oh. We're in the clouds. Right. This machine needs to go to nav mode, as we shall follow the magenta line, and we'll keep an eye on how we're going to be climbing, because we need to get above the clouds. Soupage. We're in the soupage. LK2 program, many thanks for the follow, my dude. Are we feeling the tunage? Look at the state of that view. I mean, come on. The scenery is just as good in the sky as it is on the ground. 'Tis amazing. This is like the mildly head-banging, toe-tapping music. It's very nice. We have a fleet of caravans. It's like an epic airdrop. Causeway04 says, I must say, the frame rate is much improved with the default aircraft. Nice. Oh, would you look at that? There's someone using the initiative. How about a wing wave for those watching at home? It's a caravan of caravans. We show our appreciation to all the viewers that will maybe someday get the chance to come flying with us. You guys are always more than welcome. Any level of experience or expertise, be it the complete noob or the seasoned veteran. If you're going to start, well, start with us. Never be afraid to make a mistake. This is going to happen. Draco Sensei says, Murph, thanks for saying nice things about my wife. I just got home there and the Logitech autopilot panel was waiting for me. Draco, that is fantastic news. The force is indeed strong, and we shall forevermore be happy of the fantastic things. That's amazing. Philly Road says, we're heading into some serious weather. I know, right? Where was me, I call it Lord of the Thrones. I know, right? It'll be Gandalf Lannister. Rob Aragon. Samwise Snow. Sauron McGinty. You shall not dance! Ibuprofen is away. You take care, my dude. Happy Wednesday. Have a great rest of the week. Sleep well, and we'll see you soon. Colonel Fork says, imagine if Game of Thrones team played on the hurdy-gurdy. This is serious looking. So just to remind folks, this music is provided under license from epidemicsound.com. Sounds nice though. One ring to rule them all. For the realm is safe. Protector of the realm. You seem to think that the Lannisters forget their debts. Charles Dance. What an accent. You know nothing, Jon Snow. Hodor. The weather is absolutely amazing. Look at this. It's just like rain showers just booting down. Perdigan stock. Second breakfast. Fool of a tuck. It's all happening, lads. It's Wednesday, we're getting close to the weekend, and did I mention the World Update inbound for Microsoft Flight Simulator, covering the UK and a little bit of Ireland. you join us, the Fireflies, on another crazy adventure of the flying circus. Okay, time to go Suis on the Styra. We will set 8,000 feet, flight level change. Let's see, can we break out? It usually updates at around 1600 Zulu time, usually. But we're not quite sure. So flight level is going up to 8,000 feet. We're climbing now through 4,000. We're on real world weather, real world time. It looks very fancy indeed. Rainage on the windowage. And some lightning. So it's kind of amazing. I just had a quick look on Twitch. We are numero uno in terms of viewers. We're front row center. If you were to ramble onto Twitch, you'd see no one but us. And, well, our good friend, 757 Spy, right beside us. It's neck and neck. So we're going to celebrate with a bit of music. Annalisa, it is time. Annalisa jumps from the cloudage. Where are the wipers? Not required. But I think they have wipers, haven't they? No. Winners don't need wipers. Annalisa says, I'll wipe your windows with my dancing feet. Yeah, the wipers are not on. Right, I think we gotta go all the way up to 10,000 feet here. This should be fun. Rental power initiated. Filter's Twitch says, flight level 120 is safer, but flight level 10,000 will cut some treetops. We'll have a look when we get there. Annalisa, fantastic dancing as always. Give yourself a boulabus and then relax. Brian Strait says, what are the advantages of Twitch versus YouTube? With Twitch, we have better latency. It's a sharper image. There is so much more functionality to the users. We haven't implemented it all, but it's there. And I think Twitch is just, well, this is the home of live streaming. YouTube is great, don't get me wrong. It's great for like videos and VODs and this kind of stuff. We're still climbing. Bring our speed back to about 120. That'll give us a much sharper climb. Abba says, what did you say the site was called where you got the music from? It's called epidemicsound.com. If you have a look here on the Twitch page, if you click on About, you'll see the Two-Tone Murphy bingo sheet made by Mr. Chippy, and beneath that you should see a link to Epidemic Sound. We can see cloud breakage. Look at that. Don't forget, guys, if you're new here, we live stream every Monday, Wednesday and Friday, 8 p.m. Zulu time. Monday nights on YouTube, Wednesday and Fridays right here on Twitch. There's a link to our Discord just gone in on the chat. Do be sure to ramble over. And also check out the new Two-Tone Murphy website. Look at that. Ain't it pretty? Look at the state of that view. That's amazing. Kingsman says 10,000 is clear. Nice. Well, for now. Philly Road says website is great. Hats off to your designer. That would be Gibbo Ireland. Nice cloudage, says Catbat9. It looks amazing. Alison says, I shall have to carry on watching from bed. Head is really painful. That's too bad to hear. Hope you get better soon, Alison. Causeway 04 says, that's such an Irishism. Look at the state of that. Uh-oh. He says CTD imminent. Ah, there we go. You kept us to suspense. It was all happening. I mean, look at it! Have you ever seen the likes of this before? And if you said yes, I won't believe you. AL737 says 10,000 is not clear. There's like 50 caravans. We got a caravan of caravans. So I've just been informed there is rugby on Friday morning and also Saturday morning at 1 a.m. Seamus McNeil says, those clouds, just look at those clouds. They are beautiful. Caravanage. I like that. That was a good one. Jokes? I get jokes. So, Fireflies, what are your plans for this weekend? Have you anything going on? We know that the Simwings project will be having a live stream on Saturday. All going well, Alison will be continuing on her Amelia Earhart stream on Sunday. There will be plenty of rugby watching as well. Rugbyage. Causeway04 says, while I'm rebooting, I've jumped onto Discord for a chat in the live chat. Who's coming over to say hello? What a good idea. Philly Road says, rugby and gardening. Like the M25, caravans, and now a motorhome. Gibbo says, working on someone's website this weekend for me. Oh dear. I have a feeling I'll be doing that myself as well. Maybe I'll see you there. Kemi says, I'll be doing a video chat with my old college friends. Nice. Mrs. Chuton says, rugby with a side of rugby. Based on the state of the view, through my window, I guess lots of snow cleaning this weekend, says EL737. Colonel Fork says, the Simwings group flight. Indeed, Colonel Fork will be live streaming the event, all going well. I tried to do the link thingy, it didn't work. Hang on, we'll try it again. Why isn't that working? Colonel Fork, you might just drop a little link to your channel, my dude. I tried it, it wouldn't let me. Kemo says, watching Sting in the background. Ship in a bottle. Ooh. It's behaving like the bin. I need to do more codage. Hang on. I'll create a new lift. List. Item number 1. More codage. Tiger Shark is now following. Hello and welcome, my dude. Happy Wednesday. Wayne Prefontaine rumbles in. Good to see you, my dude. Chemical Ollie is away. We'll see you soon, my dude. Fly Darren says, catching up with Married at First Sight, Australia. As I don't watch it. Mrs. Two-Tone would know about it. Aha. Here's Johnny says, we'll probably be simmaging around the updated Ireland. Ooh. I think I'll be doing the same. Although I need to be I've a bit of work to do on X-Plane the weekend, as also I have a bit of work to do here on Microsoft Flight Sim. Looking forward to that. Ryan Strait says, nice new website, Murph. And many thanks, my dude. And a big shout out to Gibbo Ireland. The man's got some moves. So we are at flight level 1010,000 feet. Indicated speed of 155 knots. Giving us a ground speed of 183 knots. Very nice. We are some 32 minutes away from our first stop for this evening. A place called Mount Hagen Airport. It's located in the Waggy Valley. That's right, the Waggy Valley. The airport elevation is 5,386 feet. And it's soon to be home, the temporary home, of the Fireflies. Once again, I am absolutely gobsmacked with the amazing formation flying of all you guys. You make it look incredibly easy. I'm telling you, it's not easy. Always great to see. Look at the fancy break. Ooh and ah. That's amazing looking. Even a flash of lightning to salute your awesomeness. I have to say, the Grand Caravan It is a fantastic aircraft. It's an aircraft I fairly know well. I know how to jump out one. Wouldn't be great at landing, but I can definitely jump out of one. Gibbo says, look at the speed increase as I lean the mixture. No. Lots of dogs in the Waggy Valley. So Neil says, it's not lightning. The birds are taking pictures of the formation. It's absolutely epic. Isn't it amazing? We say this all the time, but I'm telling you, it's amazing. So, we have discussed the world update. We have discussed what shall be happening this weekend. Next up, Gibbo Ireland says, can we please talk about the merits of Knight Rider? Yes, Michael. We can do that now. What was the name of the car? Annalisa says, it's funny if you look back just a few months ago compared to recently, the formation just goes from okay-ish to fantastic. I know, right? Kit, yes, that was the name of the car. What was the name of the character the Hoff played? The Night Industries 2000, and he was known as Kit. His accent was amazing. Yes, Michael, we should go there now. Michael... Mr. Chippy says it was Michael McGinty. It was Michael Knight. Don't hassle the Hoff. Look at the state of this. We have cloudage ahead. His name is Boris. Was it Bobcat Goldwaith? Could you imagine? I don't understand, Michael. What are you trying to say? I was trying to open the car door or something, man. I was trying. Good old Bobcat. Bobcat McGinty. So, were you a Knight Rider or an Airwolf kind of person? Or who would win? Knight Rider, or... We had this discussion over on Ozflight Simmers channel the other day, where I posed the question, if you were going into battle, would you want Chuck Norris or MacGyver? Mr. Chippy says they both had epic team tunes. They did. Charlie's Angels. The human fly. Damn you, Lafford. Airwolf would win. Here's Johnny says both, I'm ashamed to say. I was young. John Morecambe says, never watched Airwolf, so it's Knight Rider for me. Steven Seagal. Yeah, he was the chef. I'm just the chef. With the skills. Now, Steven Seagal or Chuck Norris, come on. It'd be more along the lines of Steven Seagal versus Jean-Claude Van Damme. Ipolo says Airwolf wins. It had missiles. Street Hawk. I don't think I've heard of it, but I've never watched it. Captain John and Co-Pilot Pickles reckons Chuck. Kingsman reckons Steven Seagal. Ooh, it's getting serious now. Arnold Schwarzenegger or Sylvester Stallone. Lowpox M is off to bed. You take care, my dude. Seamus McNeil says, Scrooge McDuck, as he could get out of any problem. Would it be Stallone or Arnold? Who would win? There was only about a dozen episodes made of Street Hawk. Ah. Belbro says, Arnie, but just for the chopper. Get to the chopper. Adrian. Poor El Stallone. Who turned the clouds back on? I don't know. Do we need to go uppage? It's hard to know, isn't it? Ah, Kane Leffert got a bingo. John Morecambe says, I was more of a comics kid, like Street Sharks, Captain Future, or Michelle Variant. Or, do you remember like the Beano? Or the Dandy? Or maybe just called Dandy. Do you remember them? Or Commando? Did you ever get the Commando comic? I have lots of them. Actually, I have tons of them. I haven't read them now. I like picture books. I look at the pictures and I learn. Mr. Chippy says, I still got a pile of the Beano annuals from the 70s and 80s. Did you ever look back through some of the older stuff and how inappropriate and politically incorrect they are now? Just saying. Keen Leffert says, Captain Planet, Uppage, Cloudage, Plainage, Beverage, Causeway. Very good. We shall climb. Let's go up to flight level 120, shall we? Yes. Flight level change. Speed. Bring it back down to... Oh, not that much, Murph. 120. Yes, that's nice. We shall climb at this altitude. Not enough powerage. If you stay on the magenta at 10,000, it should be fine. Don't deviate. We'll just climb. We'll get a little bit more on the Suez. Video Road says, never Steven Seagal for reasons that are political and I won't race here. Fair enough. Under Siege was good. And then there was a couple of his movies that were good. Like when he was Under Siege, he played the chef with the ponytail, and like he was just like martial arts. Just he'd look at you, and like that was the end of you. Captain Pugwash, do you remember the crew's names? Very dodgy now. I know, right? The 70s were just an innocent time, or were they? I reckon they have us. Oh look, there's a goose. I reckon they have us in the mess we're in now. Colonel Fork has parked it for this evening. That's okay, my dude. Hope you're feeling better soon. Nothing worse than a headache. Whoa! Did you see that, sports fans? K-Bell is away. You take care, my dude. Emerald Eye says, what flight level are we going to? 120. That is the plan. EL just sent the drone up to take a closer look. Ah, we can see a break in the cloudage. This is epic. Look at the state of this, sports fans. Isn't it absolutely savage? The sim never ceases to amaze me. Like, it's nuts. Do you know what we might do tonight? I've just seen that Microsoft Flight Sim Official has started streaming. So I think when we're finished, Fireflies, shall we go raid their channel? Return the favour? We still got a bit of flying ahead, don't get me wrong. We're here for the long haul. But I think when we're finished, we should ramble over there. Give them a taste of their own medicine. In a good way. Music, Murph. Ah, yes. Look at this for a view. This is a beautiful sim. Welsh Rugby says, Murph, what TV series was this phrase from? I'm not a number. Ooh. I don't know. So ETA to the airport is 21 minutes away. It was from The Prisoner. Ah. The Prisoner. Do you remember The Professionals? I remember like the A-Team was there, like that had to be there. Patrick McGoohan. Ah. No, I remember like the A-Team and we watched well, Airwolf of course. Walker, Texas Ranger. Bodie and Doyle. It was filmed in North Wales. Mrs. Two-Tone, who never fails to impress. She says, before Murph's times, or he's only a young lad. Can I get that in writing? Belver watched Starsky and Hutch. Ah. Would you look at look at it? I mean, come on. We're cloud surfing like we've never done before. Current heading is 282 degrees. The TV series Boom. I'm not sure I've seen that. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Okay, who did we have? Leonardo? Donatello? Who are the other two? Heroes in a Half Shell, Turtle Power. Ah, we had Raphael. Mrs. Two-Tone says, grey hair and all. It's not grey hair. This is just really... It actually doesn't look grey at all in the camera. It's amazing what the camera can do, right? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Raphael and Michelangelo. That's them. Okay, so who are the two goons? You know, the hired muscle. Goblin says, always like UK TV series shows, especially Jerry Anderson. Bebop and Rocksteady, yes, for the win. And what was their boss's name? And then what was his name? The nostalgia is coming out here, lads. It's getting crazy at this stage. Krang and Shredder. Tom LeCrab says, when Chuck Norris does push-ups, he pushes the earth away. Who was the legend of Grayskull? That was He-Man, wasn't it? No love for Splinter. The poor owl rat. The poor owl rat. Oh yeah, yeah, Splinter. And what was your one's name? The news reporter. And bonus points, what was the channel? Apollo says, who wins? The Duke Boys or Smokey and the Bandit? Ooh. April O'Neil and Channel 5. Was it not? Was it? I thought it was Channel 7. April O'Neil. Do you remember? It's all coming back to me now. Let's go with Channel 6. Yeah, I agree. I'm Ron Burgundy. Do you remember? Now, here's one that'll really get you. There was once a show called Brave Star. Brave Star. Does anyone remember watching that? Annalisa says, that jumpsuit she wore, bleh. Wasn't it yellow? Compton says it was Channel 6. Ah. Wayne says, do you remember when the Duke Boys got replaced by their lookalike cousins for a season? Oh dear. Jan Moorkamp remembers it? Yes. Do you remember it used to be Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles? Because there was a moral panic about Ninja Turtles at the time. Oh dear. Remember Automan? Ah, yeah. Eyes of the Hawk? Yeah, that's the one. Run, fly. Speed of the Puma. Brave Star. That was brilliant. Do you remember the Waltons? Silverhawks. What about He-Man? What about He-Man? What was his name? Good night, John boy. Turner says you have to go out more. Prince Adam. And what was the bad guy's name? Mr. Two-Tone says, what was the James Bond cartoon, Merv? It was James Bond Jr. James Bond Jr. And every now and again his Uncle James would ramble in. But they didn't give him the Scottish accent. They could have made him sound a lot better than what he was. They chose not to. Skeletor, that was the one. Yes, yes, yes. It was Skeletor. The nostalgia tonight. It's incredible. What else? Then we had, Philly Rose says, are we going to start getting into Little House on the Prairie or what? The Little House on the Prairie. Ah, now come here. Doesn't it just make you feel all kind of warm and fuzzy on the inside? Wacky Racers. She-Ra. Oh, yeah. Lassie. Remember Skippy? What's that, Skip? Tommy's fallen in the well. Or what was the other one? Flipper. We had a very strange Gibbo, snap. He just said Flipper. Do you remember Flipper? Rin Tin or Tintin. We just called it Rin or Tintin. The Wanderly Wagon. Didn't we have a very strange kind of childhood? You know, talking kangaroos and dolphins. And then, you know, turtles that talked, and they were ninjas, and they were super, and they were teenage, and they liked pizza. Dactari. The Brady Bunch. Do. Here's a story. What's that, Skip? There's a boy stuck down the well. What show was Captain Crane? And what was the actor's name, says Jacob. Joe 90. Oh, do you remember Joe 90? Welsh Rugby says the best two films made in Wales were Twin Town and Mr. Nice. Must watch epic. And then you had to say Cowabunga. Do you remember that? Cowabunga! So we are enjoying the fantastic views as we take a trip down memory lane. Some of our viewers are going, huh? And other viewers are going, oh yeah. But all the while, we're flying over Papua New Guinea. Absolutely incredible scenery here. This is one of many adventures we shall be doing this neck of the woods. We're going for the more easier flights tonight, but definitely there's going to be a whole load of bush flying. Walton says, Around the Twist. Do you remember Around the Twist? Wasn't they lived in a lighthouse or something? Ah. The old serial movies like Radar Men from the Moon, Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea, 51st State, Adventures of Tintin. Yeah, that's the one. Mr. Shippy says, you can spot the pensioners in the chat. The Twist family living in a lighthouse, the strange stuff happened. Do you remember the theme song? Are you going around the twist? Where strange things happen. Kane Laffer says, I remember watching the Eurovision in 2019, if that's nostalgic. Philly Roach, Sesame Street though. The Grouch was the best. No, the Count. 1, 2, 3, and so on. Super Friends. Fireball. Remember when Trigger says Dave? Jan Markham says, oh, the memories. Everything was good back then. The time tunnel. Kazaki says, He-Man is getting an update by Kevin Smith. Nostalgia isn't what it used to be. Does anyone remember Mummies Alive? Do you remember Mummies Alive? $6 Million Man. Oh yeah, that was a good one. And Dallas. Who shot JR? And like then you had other such shows as like, you know, Saved by the Bell. Or what was the other one? Oh, my sisters used to watch it. That's right, Merv. My sisters used to watch it. Sweet Valley High. And what was the other one? Inspector Gadget. Go, go, Gadget. Aeroplane. Beverly Hills 90210. That's the one. Baba Black Sheep. Buck Rogers. Great show. Benny Hill. Yeah. I absolutely hated Sweet Valley High. To be honest, at the time when I watched Sweet Valley High, I mean, at the time my sisters watched Sweet Valley High, I never really followed the storytelling. More on that later. No, what else was good? California Dreaming. Remember that one? That's an old one. It's all pure nostalgia here. And with that, a rainbow appears under the plane. Ooh, and ah. Go Go Gadget Helicopter. Does anyone remember the girl from Tomorrow? Was that the one she had like a diamond in her forehead? I was only thinking it was Australian based. Cosworth says, you're showing your age there, Murph. Dragnet, says Colonel Fork. That's the one, Annalisa, yes! I used to watch that all the time. And like, didn't you used to like make up like guns and stuff made out of tinfoil and pretend you were like the girl from Tomorrow? That's epic. Haven't heard of that in years. Oh, the Monkeys. Yeah, here, Johnny. Absolutely. That was a great show. We got a hey good buddy from someone. See, Leonard is now following. Many thanks, my dude. Space Patrol. Yeah, no, that was good. Star Trek. But of course. What's the one with the guy with the shoe phone? Oh yeah, remember that? The aerial used to come out. Bro says Chips. Do you remember Chips? Get Smart? I used to love Mr. Bean. Oh, yes. He was brilliant. The Partridge Family. Get Smart. Yeah, that was the one. Chips is still on. Really? The Scandalous Brady Bunch. Martha, Martha, Martha. Do you remember the Brady Bunch? HR putting stuff. Get Smarty. There's been so many of them. Where did our childhoods go? And like then like some of the modern stuff came along and like you had Keenan and Kel and Gigantor. Do you remember that? Faulty Towers. Oh, Faulty Towers. Sybil, are you here for the soup? Manuel. Okay. Manuel, you'll take the dinner into the room. Okay? Don't mention the war. Well, he started it. No, he didn't. Yeah, you did. He invaded Poland. What? Grange Hill. Grange Hill. That's an old one. He lines up shot number 2. Oh! Landed it. Biker Grove. Biker Grove. Wasn't Ant and or Deck in that? Captain John and Co-Pilot Pickle says it helps if you're 50 plus. Faulty Towers was absolutely brilliant. And then you had the other one, the Flying Circus. And now for something completely different. It used to be amazing. Yeah, it was so good. So good. So, Murph, all this yapping has gotten you somewhat lost. Bring the speed back here, Murph. We need to descend, and rather quickly. So we're going to go down here to 8,000 initially. We'll go V-speed. Dive. Down to the clouds we go. And on deck, but they were called PJ and Duncan. PJ and Duncan, weren't they like a singing group or something? And Dick, they sound like this, but it doesn't make much sense, you know. Only Fools and Horses. Dad's Army. Oh, that was brilliant. Down to what altitude? Well, the airport is going to be at 5,000. This could be fun. Things are going to start happening. The two Ronnies. And we're back to the Monty Python, and my hovercraft is full of eels. And now for something completely different. Ant and Dec aren't Jamaican. It was supposed to be Newcastle. But I see what you're saying. It sounded like you're Jamaican. It didn't really. That was woefully bad. What's your name? Don't tell him, Pike. Now we're breaking down through the craziness again. Let's have some. Look! Oh, did you see that? Let's play some Lord of the Thrones. What is going to happen? The danger is real. As we break through the cloudage. And the fireflies are a-following. I wonder where my fish did go. And it went wherever I did go. A fish, a fishy. Oh. We are descending from 12,000 down to 8,000. Watch out for the groundage. We'll keep an eye. We have a 5-knot crosswind. Isn't too bad. Speed is good and slow. The air be bumpage. Egg Party says, I wish the Mooney had a G1000. So Emerald, if you're in the Cessna 208, you have your anti-ice systems over here, the green buttons. We're still in the soup. And there's no sign of it letting up. Oh wait, there it is. This is terrifying. What's going to happen? What was your favourite sports TV program? And do you remember the theme songs, like Wimbledon or Match of the Day, or even the old Formula 1? Lightning strike in time with the tunage. There are exterior forces at play. That was awesome. We're getting close to a mountain. We're back in the rain. Now, Murph, don't let it be like it was in New Zealand. The good news is we got fireflies ahead of us. You're too low, Coog. You're too low, Coog. Damon Hill. Oh, yeah. And Nigel Mansell. We're around 8,000 feet. Hung Start is now following. Many thanks, my dude. Happy Wednesday. I hope you're keeping very well. You join us here in Papua New Guinea as we try not to make an Egypt out of ourselves. Well, mainly me. We have a big kind of a... Uh-oh. Suddenly the mountain appeared. Well, the charts were bang on telling me 8,000 feet. Look at the state of that view, guys. Isn't it amazing? This definitely isn't the way to El Amarillo. Face cam on for the dramatic effect as we're going to try and land the machine momentarily. So we're clear of said mountain. We can continue our descent. And we'll go down to 6,000, please. V-speed it. Down arrow. We'll go negative 1,000 feet. Bring our speed back. We have the runway in sight way off in the distance. We can land with a crosswind, as was our want. So we're going to scoot over to 240 degrees. Be mindful of the terrain, Murph. Right, so the plan here is, as we fly to the rainbow, it's so magical. We're going to try and get landed first, then put the cameras on you guys to see what happens. So autopilot, we're finished with you. Thanks for playing. We're just about in the flap threshold. One notch, please. And we're very much going to do a very steep approach. But thankfully, the aircraft is more than capable for the short takeoff and landings. Rainbow, do you remember the show Rainbow? Oh yeah, let's not go there. Park that one. Another notch of flaps. Murphy, you are way too high. So, flaps fully deployed. We're at a dive here of around 2,000 feet per minute. You'd be feeling this one now. You'd feel every bit of this one. What runway? 30 it looks like. Yeah, 30. EL737 says dropping the caravan 4,000 feet per minute with all flaps not speeding up. It's an epic aircraft. I think the rainbow is stuck on us. Right, Murph. Easy does it now. This is a nice looking airfield. So, runway 30 for the win. Easy does it, Murph. Easy does it, Murph. There's a flare. Touchdown. Reverse thrust. There's 30 knots. Finish rudder flaps. Bring them back in. Did you hear the squeakage? There we go. Back out of beta range. We're going to take an exit up here on the left-hand side. Then we'll turn the cameras on and have a look at you guys come in for the landing. 'Twas a nice landing. It was. It was manky, wasn't it? It was manky. Oh, there's a goose! Talk to me, goose. We shall scoot around. Get ourselves parked up here on the grass. Look at the state of the weather. We came in on that. Right, so buttons need to be pressed. First up is this one. We need to turn the name tags on. Now, that's good. Next up, we need to do this with this. I have so many buttons to press. I should make like a macro to do all this. That would make total sense. Was the face cam on or off? I can't remember. Who let this goose loose about this house? You can see Warhamster's down. Sydney, Chilled Corky, Emerald's down. Here's Bell Bro making his approach. Look at that with the rainbow. Somewhere. There's going to be carnage. Papa Joe B, Hawk Driver. Ooh. The camera angle is good. There, see you later. Hawk Driver. Ooh, Aviator Geek. Wow. EL737, nicely done. Coming in hot, absolutely. A double rainbow as well. Glum Tapestry, HCBR. Captain John and Co-Pilot Pickle says, an Irish theme tonight with the pot of gold. There's WB, Floyd Drix is down, Rad Pilot Randy and Merlin Flyer. Tom Le Crab, and there's Frozen. Look at the crab on Frozen. Ooh. Wolf to Fear says, an ATC's nightmare. It just is. Any real-world air traffic controller is just like, what is this? It's organised chaos, as Gibbo, Whack-A-Mo and Soaring, along with Hack and Slash, make their arrival. There's Tarnish. Quasi-Archer's down. Nice landing, dude. Kevmo's got to run. You take care, my dude. We'll see you soon. As Azizzy in the Goose, there's Druid Zeus, followed by Here's Johnny. John Morecambe follows right behind. Ooh. Oh, oh, oh. Here's Johnny felt every bit of that. There's Elay. You can almost smell the dampness. Some fantastic landings here, my dudes. Excellent stuff. Here's Kazaki Flyer. Here's Johnny says, my kidneys say ouch. Abba says, that was an interesting landing, almost zero visibility. Just think of the landing fees. Egged Barley Prefontaine. Ooh, on the centre line, look at this. And Elisa says, not getting any drying done in this weather. You'd be in a constant state of damp. As Sir Neil makes his approach. There's Rogers RC. Very nice. Jared Vark. Nicely done, my dude. There's Skipper T. Followed by Draco. Kay Lafford says, is this the new scenery for Ireland? It looks like it. Screenfly 1971. Right on the center line. Beautiful. There's Wombat. Very nice. Some fantastic landings, my dudes. There's Causeway 04. And Sean Lego Man. There's Jet Tech. Crompton 33. Just heaps of us flying tonight. There's Cherub. Nicely done, my dudes. And we have a CDN Taz up here. What's going to happen? What's going to happen? All eyes on Taz. Ooh. Center line. Beautiful. Very nice indeed. Right, welcome to this place. Look at the state of the place. The weather and the scenery, it's just fantastic, isn't it? That was definitely an interesting approach. So, what we're going to do, we're doing something. Where's this one? This one? Or this one? This one. So, reload time. As we're going to get going on our final leg for this evening. Over to the fancy screen. So our final flight this evening is going to see us taking off from Mount Hagen Airport, and we're going to rumble down to a place called Moro Airport. Alpha Yankee Mike Romeo. This should be a lot of fun. Chilled Corky's away, nighty nightage. You take care, my dude. Many thanks for stopping by. Crompton had to go around on the first attempt. Johnny Aardvark says, that was fun in VR. Scary coming down through the clouds. Absolutely. You can't play table tennis with Wombat. Right. We shall prepare ourselves for the final leg. Mount Hagen-Dazs, I see what you did there, down to Morrow Bar. Might take the goose up for a spin. Sweet! Where did the eel on the hoverboard come from? I was typing in New Guinea or Papua New Guinea sayings and it came up with that. I said, okay. It was a good idea. It was amazing. So don't forget, my dudes, we live stream every Monday, Wednesday and Friday at 8 PM Zulu time. Monday nights are on YouTube, Wednesday and Friday are right here on Twitch. As I'm looking for a button. Mr. Tudon says, Murph, you need to get some ice cream on your way home tomorrow. It's to snow tomorrow. Are you mad? Gibbo says the last leg is another steep one. Oh yeah. Now we'll see what the weather's doing here, because if it gets worse, like it's kind of like it's nice, but I want to check out some scenery. So if it's kind of IMC, we'll tweak it just a little bit. Keenaffer says he's looking for another button. Expect the unexpected. Causeway says, wow, just noticed two-tone bingo. That was made by Mr. Chippy, the man of many legends. Never too cold for ice cream, she says. Probably not. How do we dig the new surrounding screen? Is it a nice experience for the viewer? Or is it just like, Murph, you got way too much going on there? Does it look grand? Ah, Jepson 2001, the man, the myth, and the legend rambles in very late evening, Murph and Fireflies. Good to see you, my dude. Okay, so the reaction is, it looks well. We've done something proactive and creative. And it looks decent. Could use a bit of a background, but good overall. Like some sort of a texture, maybe. I shall look into it, Colonel Fork. Gibbo says pink suits you. Hang on. Don't look at me head. It's actually technically, there's a bit of music. It's actually blue and red, but in the middle it comes across as being a little bit pink. Egg Barley says, read the weather, it's more rainage than lightningage. Did you see the state of that head though? Thanks, Mr. Chippy. Anytime. Right. AYMH, which is Mount Hagen. Or Hagen. And we shall ramble. AYMR, not ASMR. It's a short hop, this one. So our plan is, when we're finished the stream, if they're still online, I would like very much if we were to ramble over and raid MSFS Official. They're doing like flying lessons tonight, which looks interesting. The music is real, isn't it? We'll need to put "Don't look at Murph's head" in the rules. Don't look at me head. I've upgraded me beard trimmer to an actual trimmer. I might go at it the weekend. So if you see me wearing a hat, it's because I'm using Track IR. Yeah, that makes total sense when I said it in my head. So we're going to turn off the name tags. Now I've loaded in with live weather, but it just gave me nothing. So we have clear blue skies. So, clear skies, live weather. No, it doesn't want to play. So we'll fix it. That'll do. Let's see what happens here, sports fans. So, battery comes on. Fuel tanks. Not fuel tanks, avionics and then fuel tanks. Yes, yes, that looks better. Yeah, it's not live. There's nothing I can do. I tried the buttonage and it just said no. And that was after I restarted the sim. That was weird, actually. No airliners, GA all the way, and don't look at me head. Murph turns around, eyes on the floor, always on the floor. John Morecambe says, I'm done with flying tonight, off to the Photoshop for today's stream. Nice! Can't wait. Right, now, lightage. All the lightage, because why not? Fuel, yes. Ignition, yes. Starter, yes. Clear prop. North Fire Flyer says, call it a day. Thanks for tonight, guys. Fantastic in VR. Nice. The next airport is Alpha Yankee Mike Romeo. I wanted to find ASMR, but I could only find AYMR. So I can't do... Hang on. I nearly... I did. I was looking for ASMR, but they didn't have one, so... Excuse me. It only has AYMR. You see what I tried to do there? Hang on, I need to clear my throat. Oh, slurpage. There we go. Engines are alive, so starter to off. Ignition to normal. Fuel boost to normal. More lightage. Standby instruments. Panel lights, they're all fine. Bleed air comes on. Flight director comes on. And I think we're good. Armored Light says, see you guys Friday. You take care, my dude. ASMR hacking up lungs. Whoa. Done for the day. Great fun. Great night. Or good night, says EL737. Nice, dude. Slurpage. So, let me see. Parking brake comes off. Let's get going. D. We shall ramble. So we got about 25-ish minutes for this flight. Forklift man. Danger. Danger. So we've got one notch of flaps. There it be. And it's just pretty much, let's get vertical. Are we all ready to go? For it is time to fly. Fly, my pretties. That's the spirit. Okay, are we ready? Jump down here just before we go. PFD for wind information. Windage! Thank you. Thank you. CDI to CS. That's all good. This. Altitude. Up your divalia. Up to 7. We'll get there. Annalisa holds on to the bag of crisps. Okay, power coming in. Takeoff power set. Airspeed alive. Look at the mountains. I take it that's Mount Hagen. Or Hagen. There's 60 knots. There's 75. Getting light now. Easy does it. Airborne. Very nice. Oh, the scenery is very pretty over here, isn't it? Crazy. So I'll bring our flaps back in. Try and get a bit of speed into the L system. There we go. So be mindful of the L scenery there, Murph. That was kind of loud. That was terrifying. But would you look at the state of the view? Hello, fireflies. It's getting pretty now. So set altitude a little bit higher. We're going to say flight level 10,000. Hi, Paulo's now following. Many thanks, my dude. Old veteran 965 rambles in. Good to see you, Scott. I hope you're keeping well. Annalisa says, so many trees. It's beautiful. So jump over to nav mode. We shall follow this magenta line. Mrs. Teuton says Mount Hagen, once a volcano, hasn't erupted in over 200,000 years. That's crazy. The scenery is getting crazy good now. So we got a load of mountains ahead of us. Let's see what's going to start happening. Gibbo says, thinking 15,000 feet. For the next bit, probably yes. This huge mountain here. Sounds like a plan. Do we have the legs to go to 15,000? Stay tuned. We got a straight line of fireflies all the way back there. The mountain is huge and mongoose. So, the Grand Caravan is well able for this altitude. The TBM just kind of laughs at it. The Goose, this could be interesting. A sidestep of 45 degrees would fix it. Yeah, but like, it'd be nice to go over it. Look at the state of the scenery though. For science, yes. Digging the tunage. Look at the state of the views though. I mean, aren't they just incredible? I'll be back with a wooden spoon. Do you know what we could do? Hang on, cameras. Showcase. Fixed camera number 2. Number 3. Ooh. That's kind of pretty. We're still climbing. That's a good sign. It's doing its thing. A spoon phobia of the wooden spoon in Ireland. The greatest weapon of all time. Here's a song by The Slant and Uno. Annalisa says, I honestly can't get enough of these Ballymanu or Irish crisps, Smurf. I blame you for my extra poundage. Mr. Chippy said, I had a wooden car with wooden wheels and a wooden engine. It wouldn't start. Mr. Chippy for the win. Murphy? This is going to get interesting. Everybody lean forward. Look at these mountains. Think like thoughts. This is Captain John and Co-Pilot Pickles. Actually, you want to learn them to get back to more center gravity in the tail area. Ah. Lean backwards. Everyone lean back. Not too much. Whoop. Don't panic! No one's panicking! That was the last thing he said. Ooh. Terrain ahead. Terrain ahead. Look at that for some viewage. This is where they make Hagen. I'll have mountain flavored, please. Ooh, we're picking up some icing. We're not a fan of icing. Look at the views though. And we've made it to flight level 150. Beautiful. We're now on the down leg. King Lefford says, I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. Famous last words. Warhamster says, I made it. It's grand. Look at that for some scenery though. Isn't that amazing? Hats off to Microsoft Flight Sim. He's a legend. Right, down arrow. So, we'll start a descent here. Let's see. We'll start off small. Drop to 10,000. Gibbo says, me Mooney needs a push to get over the hill. Come on, Betsy. Put a bit of ice cream in the mixture there, says Annalisa. So on Friday night, guys, we're going to be rambling back to the Emerald Isle. Going to be checking out what the new update has in store for us. Really hope to see you guys all then. 8 PM this coming Friday, Zulu time. Causeway says we'll be checking out the north coast. We'll do as much as we can. Yes. So usually, what the beep? Oh, speed. Slow down, Murphy. Usually there'll be a video released with a world update. Be sure to watch that. Causeway04 says Friday nights mean one thing, late night streaming. Absolutely. And if Mrs. Two-Tone was watching the rugby, well sure, we just got a green light to stay up late. So, tasty beverage will be required. An energy drink or caffeinated or even cold water, something. We'll take you along for the grand tour of the Emerald Isle, providing as much information, history and funny stories of like the time Murph went to Westport for a stag, drank a gallon of Guinness, literally a gallon of Guinness, 8 pints, and got into such a state I had to be escorted across the bridge walking back to the hotel. And when I got into the room, I had to wait for the bed to stop spinning. I then got into the bed and I didn't feel well. And I said, I know what? If I just wet a towel and put it on my head, I'll be grand. I woke up 2 hours later with the shakes and shivers. Meanwhile, my mate wasn't able to get in. He slept in his car with the boot open. And as I looked down from the window, all you could see were a white pair of legs with no shoes. The next morning, at breakfast time, I couldn't even eat a jam sandwich, and we went surfing. There was many shouting into the sea. Ha! Ha! Just shouting. Nothing coming up, just shouting. The fish didn't know what was going on. So that was just Westport. Then I'll tell you about the time I went to Galway. And well, after another couple of pints, I was out rambling on Eyre Square. And my friend said, Murph, you were standing in the middle of the park, you were eating a burger, stopped mid-eat, and then all you did was started staring into the sky and started talking about the stars. And a group of people surrounded you and they listened to you. It was like a scene out of The Life of Brian. I don't remember much of that. Murphy's antics in each county. I've been to every one of them. I'm the sort of guy you can bring to a place twice. The first time, I'll have the crack and enjoy myself. The second time, well, I'm brought back to say, I'm really, really sorry. Gibbo says elevation at AYMR 2,741 feet. Just for your information. Roger, roger. We need clearance, Clarence. Walking back to the hotel in Maastricht. Oh dear. Oh yeah, my antics continue when I'm overseas. Mrs. Two-Tone thought we had to go left, and I said, no, it's right. I said, no, listen, it's left. She said, it's right. And we got chips in a cone, and they put like a special salad cream on the chips out there. It's amazing. Anyway, Mrs. Two-Tone said, enough of your jib, and she started walking the wrong direction. I eventually caught her up and convinced her, you're going the wrong way. And then we went, yeah, that was the night of many wine. Did the same in Rome. Well, I knew where we were going. I thought it was hallucinating. The Colosseum was like a merry-go-round. We were in a pub in Cork one day, myself and my two mates, and this was hilarious. One of the lads, he was trying to chat up one of the girls. And she was nice, God love her, she was nice, and her friend was nice as well. But he tried to do the trick to say, oh no, I wasn't. Hang on. Where are you going with this, Murph? My other mate was trying to impress the two girls, and he said to the other mate, he put a pint of beer on each of his hands. So he had to put his hands flat on the table, and my mate put a pint on each hand, and he says, I bet you can't lift your hands out. Meanwhile, the two girls were there, enthralled with, the proceedings, and I was sitting there going, this ain't going to turn out well. So, instead of saying, aha, very good, yes, you got me, old boy, my mate actually tried it. He fired the pints up into the air to try and catch them, but all that happened was he caught the glass, but the beer went whoosh straight down on top of the two innocent onlookers, the very two women they were trying to impress. A sound thrashing was delivered. And then the barman kindly asked us to leave because, we destroyed the place with beer. Very, very funny. It was hilarious. They lost that love and feeling. They were numb after the thrashing they got. It was funny though. It was very funny. Then another time with the same two lads, we were staying in I'll tell you about Audley House. We were staying in a place called Audley House. It's in County Cork. And it's called Audley as in A-U-L or A-U Audley, right? But it was odd. O-D-D, it was odd. Because there was a lean. The house was literally leaning to one side. P. Anderson says, seems the world update is out, in case nobody said that. Was AFK, Windows Store wants to update it. Nice. Well, don't all rush off together. So yes, Audley House, and there was three of us staying in one little room, and this was cozy, right? Anyway, we were down in the Commodore nightclub, which is down in Cove, and just the three of us having the crack, couple of beers, and one of the guys, well, he scored, and he wanted to bring her back to the room, and I was having none of it. I said, dude, there's three of us in the room, it's not going to happen. And he's like, no, come on. And my other mate had the key, and he said, listen, it's not going to happen. No, dude, that's going to be weird. It's not going to happen. Come on, lads, come on. No, it's not happening. Anyway, a fight ensued with pushing and shoving. And I'll never forget it because Murphy was in the middle. I had one of my mates by the chest, the other mate by the chest, and then a bouncer came for me. And I knew him. He's like, Murphy, what's going on? I was like, you'll never guess what's going to happen here. Anyway, through the long and the short of it, digs were given, and we were all friends at the end of it. But your one was absolutely disgusted, and she walked away. And then my other mate was livid. It was hilarious. So the runway is in sight. Give Ireland says, Murph, are your mates my mates? I think everyone has them mates. They're just like, they're going to get you in trouble. It's just going to happen. So we're going to fly around the airport. Keep to the right. Would you look at the state of the formation flying? Was a shower curtain broke? If so, definitely same mates. Mr. Z Rider says, amazing evening's entertainment and the flying was great also. Many thanks, my dude. Scott fell asleep at the keyboard. Oh dear. So there is our airport to land. It's a grand size, so it is. So ramble this way, Murph. As was our wont. Tyler D says, I've been to Cork once while working at sea. Drank some beer made from apples, I believe. Total blackout. Can't remember a thing. So there's the lake. Now, it's not a patch on what we saw the last time, but it is pretty. I have to say, I'm well impressed with tonight's flight. The weather really kind of coined it. And then this part of the flight, just for the scenery, I mean, what a beautiful country. Absolutely amazing. Kingsman said had some great nights out in Canada. Nice. So, our plan. We're going to get ourselves landed and then, well, how about we do a raid? So, autopilot coming off. We'll fly around. Look at the scenery here. Scott says, probably, I've been doing Murphy hours all this week. I'm up way too early in the morning and then having to commute in rush hour traffic in a big city. Not my cup of tea. Well, you definitely need an early night, my dude. I had one yesterday and I woke up and I thought it was like 2 days later. It's weird. But it was amazing. But I woke up at like 3 o'clock this morning. That was no good. I had a day's work done before I had a day's work done. So we shall put our face cam on for the dramatic effect as we're going to try and get landed here as we fly around. So we're just going to go down the far side of the airport. As you can see, the fireflies in the distance. This has been fun. So, fuel is okay, temps and pressures are all okay, lights are on. Don't need to worry about flaps just yet. On the left, downwind. I think it's runway 27. Yep, it is runway 27. at the scenery here, though. Amazing formation flying. I don't know how you guys do it. I can do it, but only in VR. Maybe they're in VR. Or track IR. Or something or. Look at the scenery. This place is beautiful. Warhamster's in track IR. Is that the IR 4 or 5? I have the 4, but you gotta wear a baseball cap. I was thinking of the track IR 5. I think it kind of clips onto the side of your... what are they? Headphones. I got there in the end. What are these things called? Gadgets? So, slowly bringing our speed down. It's going to be a relatively sharp turn here to the left as we turn ourselves onto final. So, turn and power out at the same time. Lots of flaps just to help us. And a bit of rudder in to help. There, chibi. Oh, it's the 3D printed one. Aha, yes. I remember you talking about that. I totally forgot. This is a nice little airport. So a little bit high, but we're okay. Gibba says the track IR using your phone is pretty decent for me. Nice. Warhamster says it sticks on to the side of my headphones with Velcro. Oh look, there's like a plane etched into the map. The yeah, I must look into that because I know like using a TV screen, having the receiver or the transmitter up on top to look down doesn't really work well. Carnivore confirms no sim update yet. It could be server dependent. I'll have a look. To be honest, I wasn't expecting it out today. I was expecting it out at like 1600 Zulu on the 11th. But we shall see. Right, Murph, easy does it. Add a bit of flare. Hold the nose. Lead the speed. We want butter. Ooh. So a bit of reverse thrust. Finish with our flaps. Spin off the runway here onto the grass. As was our want. There was butterage on the butterage. Alrighty, so parking brake comes on. Jump out to our little menu here. Turn the nameplates on as well. Yes, yes. I keep saying put a macro in. Why don't he? It would make total sense. And here they come. Stairway to bacon. Skipper T. You can see Glum Tapestry and Rad Pilot Randy. P. Anderson says, it seems to be a bug. As I refreshed, download something, but the version number didn't change. Aha. We can see Warhamster and the Goose. Nicely done, my dude. There's Country Flyer. Big shout out to everyone for flying with me tonight. It's so much fun. I adore these streams. I really do. Getting a chance to spend time with everyone who rambles in. It's an absolute privilege and a pleasure. We've knitted out our own little family. Jan Morecambe says, pixel art is up in the Bremen bar. Nice. There's Catbat 9 in the TBM. Looks beautiful. Gibbo, Hack and Slash, HCBR, all coming in together. Looks fantastic. There's Belbro and Tarnish. Nicely done, my dudes. There's Avo92, Floyd Drix, and see you later. Rad Pilot Randy is away, as is Philly Roach. Many thanks, my dudes. So for anyone sticking around, we're going to jump over to MSFS Official, repay them the welcoming raid. So when you get in there, you say, well, give them two-tone Murphyisms. Everyone say hello, hello. They won't know what to say. They won't know what to say. They'll be lost for words. Hello, hello. Aaron Cosp is down. There's Sydney. Nicely done. Quasi Archer and Aviator Geek is down. Kingsman 9965 makes his arrival. There's Druid Zeus. Whack-a-Mo's going for the spin. There's Tyler. Do we put a comma after the first hello? No, it's just hello, hello. Many thanks for the follow. Very kind of you, Ben. Happy Wednesday to you, my dude. As Merlin Flyer, Dade Wiggles, and 8 Barley rumbles in. Helloage. There's Rogers, Screen Fly, and Stairway to Bacon. Baron Coe. Gotcha. No Cosp. Baron Coe sounded better. CDN Taz and Biggles are down. Helloage. Well, I have to say, fantastic flying by everyone tonight. Amazing stuff from the Fireflies. This is a really nice part of the world to go flying in. Big shout out to Ailerons into Wind. Stuart Payne, he suggested this place before we went flying with him. Causeway 04, and there's Draco. Safe Basil. Elay is down. just do random things in the chat. Hello, hello. Ramblage. Helloage. Tasty beverage. Raidage. This shall be fun. Wombat says, good evening, Murph. Still 40 miles out. Had to stop for lunch. Oh yeah, tell them logs as well. That's okay, Wombat. It is a nice location, absolutely. Fantastic. Stolen ginnage. Ah, brilliant. Here's Jardvark. Go to grass, Murph. Crouching Tiger, Hidden Murphy. Tom McCrab says, super fun as always, Murph. Good night to all. You take care, my dude. Many thanks for joining us. Shinawil. So, I want to say a huge thanks for everyone for joining me here this evening. For all the new follows, subscribes, donations, intentions, ramblages, and, well, everything else. I thank you very much indeed, my dudes. So, we're going to start a raid. Are you ready? And remember, you have to do it the thing. Now, if I refresh this, there's still many buttons to press. It's thinking about it. So if we do raid channel, MSFS official, start the raid. So everyone click at the button, and then when you get over there, you gotta say helloage and ramblage and hello, hello. So I will see you guys next on Friday, 8 p.m. Zulu time. Looking forward to it. Until then, look after yourselves. Stay safe, rather. Say safe. Yes, say safe. Safe. Until then, see you soon.
La 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 la.